The following broadcast is the Football Friday Night Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network, presented by Planners First, C.W. Williams Homes, Com South, David Reagan Ford, Brandon Outfitters, Sonic, Trey Moon, Larry Walker Insurance, Spillers Orthodontics, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now it's time for the MidGASports.net pregame show, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
And we'll see if they're going to try a field goal here, and they are, as it looks like they're going to send on Griffin Elmore from, that's going to be about a 35 yards. Yeah, 35 yards. And on the hole will be Tanner Westbrook. It'll be a 35-yard field goal from the right hash. 5.3 seconds remaining here in the half. Westfield on top 7-3, hoping to make it a touchdown lead going into halftime. Better hurry. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. Line drive kick. It's good. Drops it just over the crossbar. 35-yard field goal from Griffin Elmore, and builds the lead to 10-3 with 0.8 seconds to go before halftime. That's huge.
Yeah, that is a great kick right there. He just gets it high enough to get over the line and punches it right through. And Westfield takes a 10-7 lead with 0.8 left to go here in the first half. And what do they always say about kicking a field goal and getting points right before halftime? It's really big for them.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the state semifinals here in GISA, the AAA state playoffs. I'm Kenny Kofer, alongside me, Brett Taylor, Tim Thompson upstairs. You're listening to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. And Brett, that was foreshadowing there, as that field goal by Griffin Elmore did lead to the momentum, and Westfield ran away with that game in the second half over Brookwood, defeating them. And now they come here to take on Deerfield Windsor, the only team that has beaten Westfield this season. And it's their long-time rival tonight. And it's going to be a tough one, and probably the best game going on right now in GISA.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the biggest game of the season for both of these teams. And Westfield comes into the game 11-1 on the year, and they have done a fantastic job this season other than one game, and that was against the Deerfield Windsor Knights. Deerfield Windsor comes in 9-3. They lost a couple of region games, came in as a 3 seed, and it's just one of those things. Deerfield played in a very tough region. Westfield did as well, but Westfield just kind of marched through and won. And I think that Deerfield-Windsor loss really woke them up and got them on the right path, and they were very impressive the rest of the season. And this is just a huge matchup for both of these teams. They're longtime rivals. They weren't in the region this year together, but now they're going to play 2 times this season. And, what a better way than to have probably the 2 best teams in the state play for a chance to go to Mercer.
Yeah, this one should be a great game. If you remember right, in the first go-round down in Albany, as we mentioned, Deerfield Windsor won that one 35-25. But if you go back and actually pay attention, Deerfield was up 21-0 at halftime, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it was all Deerfield from the start. They just dominated the Hornets. They were leading from the get-go. They moved down the field on their opening drive. Westfield had a big-time problem with getting off the field on third down on defense. They continually gave up big plays on third down and long, fourth down and long, you name it. Deerfield was able to move the chains, and it really hurt the Westfield defense, and it ultimately came back to bite them, especially there at the end. Westfield tried to make a valiant comeback in the second half, and if you remember right, it was the longest pass play in Westfield history that kind of sparked it. It was a 90-yard touchdown pass on like 3rd and 25 to Giles Amos from Ryan Fitzpatrick. Lights went out, kind of weird, almost like the Super Bowl a couple years ago with the 49ers and the Ravens. And then Westfield came right back and got the onside kick, threw another touchdown to Giles. Then they missed the onside kick, but they had Deerfield stuck in a 4th down and like 8, and they threw a 30-yard touchdown pass or something, about 2 minutes left, and that kind of sealed the deal. But if you're the Hornets, as I've mentioned in an article this week, somewhat controversial, I'll find out now, but, it's a mind game, Brett, and you got to get over that hump because you're the better team. You're the state champions. Yes, Deerfield beat you. There's nothing taken away from them. They're a great football team. But Westfield, in my opinion, and it's just me. They have a superior athletes, great coaching staff. Deerfield's great as well. Don't get me wrong. That is a great football team, and Coach Lowe is amazing. But for me, Westfield, if they don't beat themselves, then they can beat anybody in the state.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right, Kenny. But I think the one thing that Westfield has to do, and that they had problems with early on in the season, is turnovers. And when you we always talk about Georgia Southern football because we didn't play there, but we went there. We watch it. We love it. Coach Fritz down there says, some of his tenets are don't beat yourselves in turnovers and don't have any pre-snap and post-snap fouls and penalties. And so those are things that Westfield's kind of plagued themselves with when they've had played bad ball games this year. They haven't played many bad ball games, but the one that they had, they turned the ball over 4 times. And when you do that against a good team like Deerfield Windsor, I don't care how much firepower you have, you're not going to win the game.
Yeah, and you're right. With Deerfield, who's a very disciplined defense, and they know that Josh Jenkins has problems holding on to the football. They know that Ryan Fitzpatrick has problems holding on to the football. So Westfield has got to play under control. I know Josh likes to drive his legs and drive for extra yards. That's one of his biggest strengths. But against a disciplined team like this, they're going to let that play into their own hands. They're going to hold him up on purpose to make him think, hey, look, you're driving your legs. And they're going to be going for the strip. So you got to be very, very careful in how you hold on to the ball here tonight. Tuck it high, hold it to your ear, as they say, and squeeze onto that thing and don't let it go, because this is a win or go home. I mean, you go home if you don't win tonight. Otherwise, you play in Mercer next week.
Yeah, that's absolutely. There's really nothing else to play for. We're about to have the prayer here, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Westfield Football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Have you been injured and are in need of legal representation? If so, call Trey Moody. Trey is a graduate of the University of Texas and Mercer Law School and has been practicing in the Middle Georgia area for over 22 years. Trey has tried over 70 cases to jury verdict and has recovered over $5 million for his clients. Trey has established himself as one of Georgia's most prolific personal injury trial attorneys. He is also a certified and registered mediator with the State of Georgia Office of Dispute Resolution. So if you want a respected attorney who can actually try your case if needed, call Trey Moody at 478-988-3114 for a free consultation, or visit his office today at 921 Carroll Street in downtown Perry. Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And we'll pause momentarily for the conclusion of our national anthem. All right, welcome back into the Brandon Outfitters pregame show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. It's the semifinal round of the GISA AAA state playoffs, and Tim is down there trying to get a tight shot on some of the creative signs of the Gangrene Squad, or whatever they want to call themselves over there. They came out, no shirts, as they did last week, but they're probably a little bit warmer this week than last. It's not near as cold, but it's still cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold, but it's not near as cold as last week. Last week was down in the low 30s, and this week probably in the mid to upper 40s, and it's a great night for football. It's cold, and a little fog setting into this kind of bold area here on the Westfield Schools campus, and there's a good crowd here on the home side, and kind of trying to fill in there from the folks from Albany, from Deerfield, Windsor. So hopefully we have a big crowd here tonight. Kenny kind of challenged some folks on the Twitter Twittersphere, however you say that, to come out and support Westfield. I know a lot of the House and County folks are going to try to come out and make it because they play tomorrow night. And hopefully Westfield has a huge crowd and can make those folks that come out happy, as we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff here.
Yeah, this should be a great game. We mentioned Deerfield. Windsor comes in 9-3. Westfield coming in at 11-1. Deerfield lost their opening game of the season to North Florida Christian. They also lost a couple of region games that put them in the 3 seed. They lost to Brookwood, and then they also lost to Valwood. And, of course, we know what happened to Valwood last week, being upset by John Millage. And that's on the other side of the bracket. You got John Millage, and Brett will take a look at it here for you real quick.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. As you can see at the top of the bracket, you've got Deerfield, a 3 seed out of Region 3, and they crossed over on that the way the brackets were set up to face Westfield here in this matchup here tonight. And then on the other side of things, you have John Millage, the 2 seed out of Region 4, playing number 1 seed out of Region 2, Pinewood Christian. And each winner of the games here tonight will move on to Anderson Field at Mercer University to play next Saturday night at 7:30. Westfield's a winner here tonight, and you'll hear later on if they are a winner, they will play, like I said, at 7:30 against the winner of John Millage and Pinewood, and we will be there to bring you all the action, and we will have an extended pregame show next week starting at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it should be a great night here tonight between these two rival teams, former region foes, and now they just play for the right to play for a state championship. So, Brett, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at Westfield's offense versus Deerfield's defense, and this should be a great matchup here tonight as Westfield had some struggles down at Albany. They looked to redeem themselves, but at left tackle, number 77, Dill Amrit, right tackle, number 17, Austin Doyle, 2 guards, and number 34, Corey Holiday, and number 51, Connor Coughlin, and at center, number 78, Cameron Washington. At tight end, number 40, Cam Forrester. 2 running backs will be number 10, Robert Myatt, and number 1, Tanner Westbrook. We're not sure if Robert is back. Hopefully he will be. We will see that momentarily. And at fullback, number 21, Josh Jenkins. Quarterback, number 15, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And at wide receiver, number 12, Giles Amos. For Deerfield on defense, the 2 defensive ends will be number 7, Ryan Toole, and Dakari Cutts, number 13. 2 defensive tackles will be number 45, Michael Perini, and number 60, Cameron McCook. 3 linebackers will be number 21, Chris Boswell, number 35, Austin Kane, and number 51, Connor Lawson. At safety will be number 2, Will Calhoun, and number 3, Nick Wedlin. And at the 2 cornerbacks will be number 9, Howell Logan, and number 11, Aaron McNutt. So we'll take a quick look at Westfield's defense versus Deerfield's offense to round out the rest of the starters here. So for Deerfield on offense, they will attack Westfield like this. At quarterback, number 4, Tyler Lowe. 2 wide receivers will be number 11, Aaron McNutt, and number 10, Austin Falal. At running back, number 20, Stephen Williams. Fullback, number 21, Chris Boswell. And at tight end, number 25, who was a big target the last time Westfield played Deerfield, John Samuel Schenker. And at right tackle, number 57, Brian Forstall. Left tackle, number 75, Holt Jones. At the 2 guards, number 60, Cameron McCook, and number 52, Ellis Gill. And at center, number 63, Benton Kelly. For Westfield on defense, 2 defensive ends will be number 34, Corey Holiday, and number 43, Matthew Moore. At defensive tackles will be the big guys inside, number 74, John Walker Moore, and number 76, Walker Davidson. At the 2 outside linebackers, number 8, Gavin Edmondson, and number 51, Connor Coughlin. 2 inside linebackers will be number 24, Wade Walker, and number 44, Ben Murphy. 2 cornerbacks will be number 3, Reagan Waller, and number 7, Tucker Moody. And at safety, number 12, Giles Amos.
So those are your starting lineups for both teams, brought to you by Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin. I think Dr. Spillers and his staff for the great support they provide to Westfield Athletics and to us here at the Middle Georgia Sports Network. And Brett, I don't know if you want to go ahead and take a look at the Handy Automotive keys to the game for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest key to the game, and it was the last time, was 3rd down conversions. Westfield also needs to win the turnover margin. That was a huge key to the game down in Albany as Westfield turned the ball over, as I said, 4 times in that game, Kenny. They need to convert in the kicking game. They did an excellent job of that last week, Kenny, and they were, Griffin Elmore was spectacular. They needed that consistency again here tonight. And as always, they need to win the line of scrimmage.
Those are very important keys here tonight. Turnovers, obviously the number one thing that we're worried about as we are trying to go to the finals again this year. going for the two-peat, and the captains are making their way to midfield for the Westfield Hornets. It will be Tanner Westbrook, Cam Forrester, Ben Campbell, and Ben Murphy. And on the far side of the field, there will be three captains for Deerfield Windsor. They will be number 10, Austin Falah, number 13, Dakari Cutts, and number 35, Austin Kane. And we'll get to see a lot of these guys on the basketball court that is fixing to start up as well. Another 2 weeks or so before basketball season gets underway, and we'll have all that, all the home games here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. But right now, it's still football season. Hopefully 2 more weeks, tonight and then next week. Westfield decked out in their home gold pants with the green tops, white numerals, and gold shoulders. And, of course, the usual green helmet with the W and the Westfield emblem there. And Deerfield Windsor comes in with the road gray pants, blue trim on the side with the white jerseys and red numerals with blue stripes on the side, and their blue helmets with the DW in red on the side. Good crew here for the referees. We already got to know the time judge, Georgia Southern guy, national champion. Can't beat that.
Got to be good, 3-time national champion too.
No kidding.
That's a pretty hefty company there.
No doubt. So the coin toss has been made there. It appears as Deerfield Windsor won the toss, they deferred to the second half. So Westfield will be on offense here to start this one, as we're moments away from kickoff. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break, wrap up this Brennan Outfitters pregame show, and come back with football right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Spiller's Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you are an adult or a teen, they can make you smile. Dr. Don Spillers uses state-of-the-art technology and proven orthodontic techniques to provide his patients with the quality care they deserve. He offers Invisalign, Invisalign Teen, clear, and metal braces. No referral is needed, so call 478-953-2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
Go free times 3 this summer with ComSouth. Upgrade to any gold or higher value package and get the first month free, get free activation, and ComSouth will make the installation free too. Plus, as an added bonus, upgrade to high def and receive HD TV, you guessed it, free for 3 months. That's a whole lot of free for great telephone, wireless, state-of-the-art cable TV, and high-speed digital internet. Visit ComSouth.net for more details or stop by any of our convenient locations in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley.
The following is a presentation of high school football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. 2 months and 9 days. That's how long it's been for the Hornets to think about their only loss of the season to the Deerfield Windsor Knights. Tonight, though, their chance at redemption. The Knights come into the Hornets' nest for a chance to go to the state championship game next week. Will the Knights upset the home team, or will Westfield get their chance to defend their title next week? We will find out next.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the GISA AAA Semifinals here from the Hornets' Nest between the Westfield Hornets and the Deerfield Windsor Knights. I'm Kenny Kofer, alongside me, Brett Taylor. Upstairs, Tim Thompson on the camera, as Westfield will receive the opening kickoff. Deerfield won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half. Westfield will start on offense. They'll be moving right to left here to start things off. And we are ready. A lot of fans here getting loud on the home side. A lot of the Hoco Locos have come over to support their Perry friends, and I'm sure Westfield will return the favor tomorrow night when Hoco is at home as well against Sequoia in their second-round playoff matchup. Bill is ready to kick it away, and back deep is Tanner Westbrook and Reagan Waller. Tanner will take it at his own 2-yard line, juggles just a bit. He comes up across the 10, 15, And he'll be tackled down at about the 19-yard line, as there on the tackle was number 54, Palmer Casey.
Yeah, good coverage right there by Deerfield. And Tanner, those seconds that ticked away when he was bobbling the football didn't help his cause out, and he barely gets back to around the 19-yard line. And Westfield's going to start with not the greatest field position, so we'll see what the Hornets can do as they come out here on offense.
So they'll come set. Ryan will be under center. They shift Josh over to the left side a little bit. Wing back set. And they'll put a man in motion to give it off to Tucker Moody. Tucker trying to get around the end here. Tucker cuts back, hit hard, knocked out of bounds, but not before he gains 7 yards on the carry. Maybe 8. So good carry on first down for Tucker Moody.
Yeah, impressive way to start the game if you're Westfield, coming out, running that jet sweep, and just turning around, handing the football off to Tucker, and he does a great job following his blockers. His blockers seal the edge, and Westfield picks up a huge 8-yard gain, almost 9 on first down.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed last time these two teams played was how well Deerfield Windsor sets the edge and kind of tries to force that cutback, and then they clog it up with their linebackers. Westfield said, no, we're going to bring it all the way around the edge on the open play, and it worked out. So 2nd down and 2 on their own 28. Fullback dive to Jenkins. Jenkins got it up for the first down as he gets out to the 33-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain and a first down for Westfield.
Yeah, great job right there. Josh Jenkins just hurdling the line of scrimmage. Good blocking, knocking those front defensive linemen there for Deerfield down by the offensive line of Westfield. And Josh Jenkins just jumps over that line and picks up 5 yards, moving the chains for the first time here tonight for the Westfield Hornets, getting the ball all the way out to the 33-yard line of the Hornets.
Big drive here for Westfield. They want to set the tone in this ball game. They had it dictated to them the last time they faced each other down in Albany. Tanner Westbrook goes in motion. He gets the handoff, and a great job of tackling there from Deerfield is setting the edge. Howell Logan just came up and laid a hit on Tanner Westbrook, and he's going to lose 4 yards back to the 29.
Yeah, I don't know if that was as much setting the edge or as it was just missing a block right there. Westfield totally whiffed on the block on the outside. If they seal that, there was a nice wall set up on the outside, and Tanner would have gone for a long ways. But those are the kind of things you got to make sure that you do is secure the blocks on the outside, give your running backs room to run, and Westfield didn't do that there on that play.
So 2nd down and 13, and they're going to give it off to Tanner again. Tanner, nowhere to go. Manages to weave through the crowd just a little bit, and he may have got a yard out to just on the other side of the 30-yard line, so that'll set up a long 3rd down and 12. And Westfield is trying something different, trying to go up the middle, but hats off to Deerfield. They are clogging the middle of that defensive line.
Well, they come back with a counter play right there and just know where to go, so Tanner's got to tuck it back up into the middle. He was lucky to pick up the 1.5 that he did, and it brings up a 3rd down and 12. And I think Westfield's just going to have to try to run the ball straight at Deerfield. Stop going sideways, run it right at them, and see if they can't pick up some yardage. But this is an obvious passing down for Westfield.
They put Josh Jenkins out in the flat. They throw a little throwback screen to Gavin Edmondson. That's going to be a lateral from behind the line of scrimmage, so that's actually going to lose 4 yards back to the 27-yard line. So
lost about 2.
Yeah, he's at the 31 and it's back to the 27, so good math. 4-yard loss brings up 4th down.
He had it marked over there at about the 29, and then he moved.
4th down and 16. Math is not Brett's expertise.
No, I'm just following the official, and he moved his feet 2 yards.
Back deep to receive, Nick Wendland and Howell Logan. The punt from Giles Amos, high spiral kick. And taking a fair catch there is Howell Logan at his own 45-yard line. So great field position for Deerfield here. 1st and 10, their own 45. No score. 9:19 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, just not a very good job after the initial first down of moving the chains. Westfield went backwards on the first play and then just not able to gain it. I don't know what's up with the trick play. I think they should have just run some play action, try to throw the ball down the field and give yourself a chance. But nonetheless, defense is going to have to step up here, try to force a stop.
No 1st down and 10. Lowe quickly gives it off to the far side. Nowhere to go. Great tackle. Backfield fumble. Westfield's got it. Tucker Moody. Tucker's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hornets.
Wow.
Holy cow. Ben Murphy, I believe, was the one who forced the fumble, and Tucker Moody takes it 42 yards for the fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Wow. What a great way to come out on defense. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that, but not sure who fumbled it from Deerfield.
That was number 11, Aaron McNutt.
Aaron McNutt. So he loses about 4 on the play and fumbles it. So not a way to start if you're Aaron McNutt, and Westfield scores the defensive touchdown here, and that's the first turnover of the game.
Westfield gets the first big play. On for the extra point is Griffin Elmore. High snap. Tanner gets it down. Griffin gets it up. And Griffin gets it through. 7-0 Westfield. 9:07 to go first quarter. Listen to Westfield football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel. From football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate, Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
And now, back to the gridiron with Kenny and Brett on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Short kick is taken by Nick Wendland at the 18. Wendland comes across the 25. Will be dragged down from behind by Tanner Westbrook. And that is where Deerfield will start their second drive of the game. Their first one, the first play was a fumble by Aaron McNutt, and it was returned 38 yards for a touchdown by Tucker Moody.
Yeah, great job of Westfield coming out and just forcing a big turnover. They read the play all the way on the jet sweep, and no success there for Deerfield Windsor, and then add insult to injury on the 4-yard loss. Aaron McNutt fumbles the football. Westfield picks it up, Tucker Moody, and goes 38 yards for a touchdown.
So it's first down and 10. Tyler Lowe, quarterback, hands the ball off, and nowhere to go there. As Wade Walker and Ben Murphy there on the tackle, along with Josh Jenkins, as that was Stephen Williams on the carry.
Yeah, great job of setting the edge right there by Josh Jenkins, getting the outside, forcing it back up into the middle. And Westfield had the linebackers to come across and make the tackle. And only 1 yard gain right there for Deerfield Windsor on first down, brings up a long 2nd down and 9.
8.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Westfield leading 7-0. Low in shotgun, looking to pass. He's going to go down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for number 21 that time, Chris Boswell out of the backfield.
Yeah, and Giles, he's got to get over there because he would have had a chance of that football, and he looked like he was a little lost trying to figure out where the football was. And Westfield might have got away with a little bit of a hold.
Yeah, it looked like a defensive hold there as the linebacker came out and kind of held on to Boswell as he came out of the fullback position.
Deerfield looks confused, like they're trying to figure out what's going on. They use that number system on there on the far side to try to get the play in, and they just look like they don't know what's going on right now.
So they come in the wing tee, and they fake it, give it off to McNutt. McNutt up the middle, nowhere to go. He got about 4 yards, but he'll be well short of the first down as he gets to the 34-yard line, and it's going to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, great job right there by Westfield's defense, and only gives up 4 yards on the 3rd down and long play. And Coach Lowe, not wanting to give the football back to Westfield in good field position, elects to just run the football. And they're having a punt here on 4th down and about 6. And you got to think that Coach Jones is probably staying in a little bit of a punt safe here, as he doesn't want a trick play to go for a first down.
So John Samuel Schenker on the kick. Gets off a beauty. I mean, that is a beautiful kick. Giles makes the catch and falls down to the ground. I don't know who's got it. He fumbled it as he slipped, and now it's just a scrum. Deerfield saying they got it. Jacob Payne just tossed the guy out of the pile. And it is Westfield football. So Giles hangs on.
I think Giles just fought him for it.
Yeah. Well, Giles caught it, and then when he slipped down to the ground, it came out. But I guess it's all in one motion. But the fumble doesn't hurt. Westfield remains with possession, and they have a lead here. 7-0 with 7:41 to go here in this opening quarter. It was a defensive touchdown for Westfield. Tucker Moody took the fumble from Aaron McNutt, 38 yards for the score. So Westfield starts, actually, their second offensive drive. First one had a first down and then kind of bogged down. Ryan fakes the handoff, looking to pass, got a little wheel route down the near sideline. It's going to be caught by Tucker Moody and out of bounds the 47-yard line. That is a pickup of 18 yards on the carry or on the pass play to Tucker Moody.
Yeah, just a great touch pass right there by Ryan Fitzpatrick on the sidelines there, and Tucker does a good job of tight roping the sideline, staying in bounds, catches the ball, and gets out at about the 47-yard line. I actually think he got up to the 48, and they shorted him a yard, but nonetheless, big first down right there on first down.
First down and 10 for Westfield now at their own 47-yard line. Ryan under center keeps it after the hit fake to Josh, and he falls ahead with a pretty good gain into Deerfield territory down to their 47-yard line. That is a gain of 5 yards, 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be second down and 4.
Yeah, excellent play right there, and we saw a lot of that last week as Westfield ran that play to very good success against Brookwood, and bringing that out right here. Not quite as much success as they did last week, but still a very good play on first down, getting 6 yards.
Second down and 4 now. They got Reagan Waller split out to the far side, and Giles here inside. Gives off to Josh Jenkins. Jenkins, big hole. Jenkins might go. It's a foot race. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Hornets. No flags. 47-yard touchdown from Josh Jenkins. And the Hornets have opened it up here with 6:50 to go in the second quarter. It's 13-0.
What a great play call right there. They shift Josh a little bit further out from his normal position, and I tell you what, he just found a seam and hit it and went.
And you saw another thing he did is he came through the line. He held onto that ball with 2 hands, making sure that nobody was going to knock him out of his hands. So on for the extra point is Griffin Elmore. Snap by John Walker Moore. It's low. Good job by Tanner to get it down, and they get it through. So 14-0 with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Listen to Westfield football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Spillers Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you are an adult or a teen, 2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Larry Walker, your local auto owner's agent, and let his team of professionals tailor an insurance program right for you and your budget.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest to the Football Friday Night Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Griffin Elmore gets it away here, and it's taken by Nick Wendland at his own 9-yard line. Wendland coming up, breaking tackles. He'll be brought down from behind at about the 27-yard line. And that's where Deerfield will start this drive. They trail 14-0 to Westfield with 6:41 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is kind of a tale of two different games here, as Westfield has done what Deerfield did to Westfield in the first game, and I tell you what, very impressed with Westfield so far. They had a huge defensive stop on the first drive for Deerfield, and then on their second drive of the game, come out and score a touchdown, and so 2 scores on the board for Westfield on top, 14-0.
Tyler Lowe will go under center and puts the man in motion. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself, going to roll out here near side. Got a man open. That's Boswell. Boswell is going to be ridden and brought down by Giles Amos, but not before he gains 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, great little misdirection, play-action pass right there from Lowe to Boswell, and Boswell picks up 8 yards. And I think Deerfield got away with a little bit of a hold right there on Josh Jenkins as he was trying to put pressure on Lowe, and he recognized the play straight off, but Deerfield gets away with one. Westfield got away with one a little bit earlier on defense, so that's just the way it is. The officials seem to be letting them play.
So it's second down and 2, right at 6 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Westfield on the board with a Tucker Moody fumble recovery for a touchdown and then a Josh Jenkins long touchdown run. Lowe fakes the handoff to Boswell. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run it himself, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down. Not a whole lot there. As there on the tackle for Westfield was Matthew Moore and Walker Davison.
Yeah, they're going to pick up their first down of the game, and just a good job of Tyler Lowe recognizing the play and getting to the outside, picking up barely enough for the first down, but he does get it. Good play by Westfield's defense, but just not enough penetration in the backfield to stop that for no gain. And Westfield gives up their first down of the game here early on, with only about 6.5 minutes gone in the game.
High formation now behind Lowe, and Lowe will give it off to Stephen Williams in the backfield. Williams tries off the left tackle there, and he gets about 3 yards, maybe 4. Walker Davison and Tanner Westbrook over there on the tackle for Westfield.
Yeah, good job right there. Westfield's defense recognizing the play and finding Williams in the down the field. He picks up about 3.5, but it's going to bring up second down and about 6.5 on the play. And Westfield trying to get off the field here on this drive and see if they can't spread that lead out some more.
So second down and 6 now with 4:50 left in this opening quarter. They got Falah spread out here to the near side. Reagan Waller's on him. And a quick dive is given to Boswell, and Wade Walker is there along with Walker Davison. I think he got about 2 yards on it. It'll make it third down and 4 or 5.
Yeah, about 1.5 on the play. We'll give him 2, but not a whole lot of running room there for the fullback, and it's going to bring up a long third down and 5. And Westfield has a chance to get off the field here on third down. These are the things we talked about. Third down conversions for Deerfield were huge last time, and let's see if Westfield can come up with the big play on third down.
And they're going to throw low, looking for Falah down the near sideline. Tanner's got good coverage, and Tanner plays the ball great. One-on-one coverage with no help over the top, and he positioned his body like he was going up for a rebound. It followed incomplete, fourth down.
Yeah, Tanner does a great job right there. Like you said, positioning himself like he was going up for a rebound, finds where the football is, and just Falah had no chance right there on that play. And Westfield going to get off the field here if they can prevent maybe I'm always leery of the fake punt here in this matchup.
John Samuel Schenker on the punt. It'll be his second punt. He had a beauty his first time that Giles kind of fumbled with, but maintained possession. Gets off another, not nearly as good as the first. And Westfield better watch out. It's going to be touched at about the 30-yard line, and that should be where Westfield gets it. It bounced off a coverage man all the way down to the 22, but the first touching was at the 30, and that's where Westfield will start to drive first and 10, leading 14-0.
Trying to stand up here and stay warm. I started getting a little chilly.
Yeah, it's not, like I said, not as cold as last week, but
I don't have a jacket on either.
yeah,
I'm going to.
Next break. But you can't ask much more if you're Westfield. I was looking down. I'll tell you what, the fans have come out to support the Hornets here tonight. Kudos to the Hoco guys and gals who came out here to watch Westfield. And as I said, I know Westfield will do the same for you guys tomorrow night. Big game there at the MAC. Go Bears. But here, 14-0 Westfield. Handoff goes to Jenkins. Jenkins bounced off the first tackle, walking down the line there, and he'll finally get about 3 yards out to the 34. So actually give him 4, almost 5. Well, if you're marking the other linesman marks in the 33.
That's what I'm saying. They can't get it together, so we'll give them 3.5 on the play. And that's what I was talking about earlier. One marks them 2 yards ahead, one marks them 2 yards back, and you're kind of splitting the difference.
But nonetheless, it's a 3-yard gain, and it's second down and 7. We're at 3:35 still to go in this opening quarter.
Josh keeping those legs turning on that play. He's been impressive this season.
And they're going to fake the handoff. They're looking, Ryan Fitzpatrick looking down the far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tanner Westbrook, and they had 2 guys over there on the coverage that time. I believe they had the linebacker, number 35, Austin Kane, and then back there at the corner safety position was Nolan Casey to break it up.
Yeah, and he had Giles down the middle. I think if he throws short to Giles, he completes that pass for about 20 yards, but he tries the wheel route again, and just, too many guys over there in coverage for Deerfield.
Well, one thing I've noticed, if you watch here, they seem to keep bringing Will Calhoun, who is kind of lining up at the cornerback position. They sneak him down the line, and then they bring the safety, roll him over. And if you do that enough, you get Giles in one-on-one. That could be a big advantage. 4 wide receivers for Westfield. It's a quarterback draw, and Ryan breaks the tackle, but he's not going to get enough as he gets about a gain of 2 yards out to the 35, and it's going to be short, and it's going to be a 4th down and 5, and here comes the punt team.
Yeah, I think he just showed that a little too early. You got to let those defensive linemen get up the field a little bit quicker and then sneak right by him, but he showed it too early, ran right into him. And on 4th down and 5, Giles is going to have to come out here and punt it right back to Deerfield.
Nick Wendland and Howell Logan are back deep to receive, but they wait the punt at their own 32-yard line. Bad snap. Good job by Giles, and Giles gets off a pretty good punt, and it'll be taken by Logan at his own 35-yard line. That's where they will start this drive, 1st and 10.
And Westfield's defense is going to have to come up big yet again, as they have played lights out so far with 2:41 left to go here in the first quarter. And Westfield on top 14-0. The Deerfield offense coming back out again with only 1 first down in the game so far. And Westfield has played pretty spectacular on defense so far.
Yeah, they've really dominated this game here in the early parts as they lead. They've scored a defensive and an offensive touchdown, and that's where the lead is at 14-0 with 2:41 to go in this opening quarter. Spread out to the far side appears to be Schenker. As low as I formation, he gives it off to Williams, the deep back. Williams hit, drives through, but doesn't get much, maybe 2. He was met by Wade Walker.
Williams is a good running back, but he's no Matthew Fox. He's not going to run through Westfield like that, and I think it's going to be a little bit more misdirection if Deerfield is going to be successful here tonight. Westfield's just too stout up front for him on defense, and they're going to have to try to run around Westfield instead of straight at them.
Yeah, that was power on power there. Williams is a tough runner, and then you meet Wade Walker right there one-on-one. And, you know, Wade doesn't have the intimidating presence as we talked about, but I tell you, he's got more heart, and he knows how to use that body. 2nd down and 8, and there's going to be a timeout on the field, so we'll take a quick timeout with them. You listen to Westfield football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Good morning, huh? Sherry, limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas and everything.
The flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
Have you been injured and are in need of legal representation? If so, call Trey Moody. Trey is a graduate of the University of Texas and Mercer Law School and has been practicing in the Middle Georgia area for over 22 years. Trey has tried over 70 cases to jury verdict and has recovered over $5 million for his clients. Trey has established himself as one of Georgia's most prolific personal injury trial attorneys. He is also a certified and registered mediator with the State of Georgia Office of Dispute Resolution. So if you want a respected attorney who can actually try your case if needed, call Trey Moody at 478-988-3114 for a free consultation or visit his office today at 921 Carroll Street in downtown Perry. And now, back to the gridiron with Kenny and Brett on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And a great play there on play action. They faked the handoff to Williams, and they threw a quick strike to Schenker for a first down. That was a beautiful play there. I thought Williams had the ball. So hats off there to Coach Lowe and his son Tyler there on the play.
Yeah, and those are the kind of things you're going to see. As I said, I don't think Deerfield thinks they can run the football on Westfield, but they can definitely try to outthink them and try to out-leverage them by moving people around and by, you know, I hate to say it, but tricking them, basically.
I formation, Williams the deep back. Toss goes to him to the left side. Williams tries to cut back, runs into his own blocker. He'll be spun down after a 2-yard gain. Wade Walker there, along with Connor Coffin.
Yeah, and Williams has gains of 1, 3, 1, and 1 tonight for 1.5 yards per carry average, and that's just not going to cut it in this game. And Deerfield's going to have to get more production out of the running game than that if they're going to be successful.
Matthew Moore checks out of the game. Ben Murphy will stay in there on 2nd down and 9. 1 minute remaining in this opening quarter. Westfield leading by 2 touchdowns. I formation again. This time it's going to be fake to the fullback. It's the option. Josh is over there, and Williams makes him miss, but he's not going to fake out the rest of the defense, and he's going to be brought down. As the main man on that one was John Walker Moore, and how about Josh Jenkins there? He forced that play.
Yeah, Josh made the play right there on the outside, and he slipped down, didn't make the tackle, but as they say on TV, he made the play.
Absolutely. I mean, he read that the whole way, the fake dive to the fullback, little option. And Josh, he's got more speed than anybody, and he was toe-to-toe there with Stephen Williams.
And the key there is they had a man on the quarterback and on the pitch man, and when you take away both of those options. There's nowhere to go. And then Josh forces Stephen Williams back to the inside, and then his guys in green, they clean him up.
So 3rd down and 10 with 10 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Lowe rolling to his left side, looking to pass. He's going to go deep down the far side. It's almost picked off. Gavin Edmondson knocked it away. They were looking for that is number 3, Nick Wendland, down about the 24-yard line, and it falls incomplete. And that is the last play of the 3rd quarter. So after 1 quarter play, Westfield leads 14-0 over the Deerfield Winter Knights. We'll take a quick break and listen to Westfield football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
3 this summer with ComSouth. Upgrade to any gold or higher value package and get the first month free, get free activation, and ComSouth will make the installation free too. Plus, as an added bonus, upgrade to high def and receive HD TV, you guessed it, free for 3 months. That's a whole lot of free for great telephone, wireless, state-of-the-art cable TV, and high-speed digital internet. Visit ComSouth.net for more details or stop by any of our convenient locations in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit.
And welcome back. Cut that commercial short just a little bit. Beautiful kick by Shanker again. Fair catch called for by Giles Amos. That will roll in and out of the back of the end zone. But all right, John Samuel Shanker, you got a leg, son. That is impressive what he's been doing tonight.
That is a great job right there by Shanker. The first punt was incredible. The third punt was great, and the second punt was probably the worst of them all, but still was pretty good, and punted them all the way down inside the 30 on that second drive. And Westfield has the ball here on the 20 coming out with a chance to try to extend the lead here early in the second quarter. This will be huge for Westfield if they can get a big lead going into halftime.
So the Hornets start 1st and 10 at their own 20. We'll have a stat update here shortly, brought to you by ComSouth. On the first quarter, Ryan takes a snap, and he'll fake the handoff to Jenkins. And Austin Kane is there, however. Brings him down for a short loss, and then Austin does the cross-arm signal, let him know that ain't happening, I guess, is what he's trying to say.
He gained 2 on that play. It's going to be second down at about 8. It was marked at the 22 on this side.
Well, Ryan's got some length on him, so if he falls forward, he's going to pick up 2 yards.
Yep.
Basically what he did, good play there by Austin Kane. He let the fullback go right past him on the read option and followed up there on Ryan Fitzpatrick. We got Reagan Waller split out here to the near side. To the far side, they have Tucker Moody. They put Josh Jenkins in motion. He was at the slot back, and he's going to go around the left side. There's a flag that flies in after Jenkins picks up 3, but that is normally in the area of holding, and I saw Cam Forrester over there on that far side. It could be on him.
Yeah, we'll see, but that, like you said, that's normally in the area of holding, and that was right there on the numbers. So we'll see what happened here on this last play. Like you said, it was a pickup of 3 yards.
And it is a hold on Westfield, so that'll push them back to the 13-yard line. That'll make it a long second down now for Westfield, and about 18 yards or so, 17 yards. They need to get to the 30-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, they need to try to bust a big run play here, kind of keep it conservative, but see if you can't bust one up the middle. Might see a trap play or some sort of off-tackle counter play.
So they'll hand off, quick give to Josh Jenkins. Jenkins breaks the tackle. It's clear field ahead of him. And there goes Josh. And nobody is going to catch him.
Well, I called that.
Touchdown Westfield, 87 yards. Josh Jenkins, give him some oxygen. Wow.
And he has 4 carries for 142 yards, 35.5 yards per carry average, and 2 touchdowns. He looks like a man possessed here tonight.
Josh is a special kid. We joked with him last year, talking about how small he was. He scored the game-winning touchdown in the championship game last year, and yeah, he is out of breath. he is down there, hands on knees. Evil slapping him in the head. He's saying, yeah, back off. Let me breathe.
Yeah, but you knew nobody on that field was going to catch him. He's probably the fastest guy out there.
Griffin Elmore on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So at 10:30 to go, we'll stay here as we're in the second quarter. 21-0. Westfield leads the Deerfield Windsor Knights, and who would have thought this one, Brett?
Yeah, I'm going to give a quick stat update here for the game after that run. And wait 1 second, I'm trying to update the scoreboard as well. And after the 87-yard run right there by Josh Jenkins, Westfield has 11 rushes for 153 yards, 13.91 yards per carry average, 2 touchdowns, 1 of 2 passing for Ryan Fitzpatrick for 18 yards, 50% completion there, 1 penalty for 10 yards, but 171 total yards to Deerfield's 36. So that stat update is brought to you by ComSouth, and we'd like to thank ComSouth for all they do for us.
And Josh Jenkins, his second touchdown of the night. Westfield leads 21-0 here in the state semifinal matchup between the Deerfield Windsor Knights and Westfield. Westfield going for their second straight state championship, and they win tonight, they'll have their chance next week.
Both of these teams have played in the state championships, I believe, the semifinals for 3 straight years now.
Yeah, these are the last 2 state champions in AAA of GISA. So, and Elmore, a little short pooch kick. It'll be taken at the 19-yard line there by Nick Windland. Windland dancing around. He'll be tackled from behind at about the 34-yard line by Tanner Westbrook. So good field position for Deerfield. Here they'll start the drive 1st and 10. They trail 21-0.
Yeah, just great job right there by Windland, kind of wiggling his way up the numbers here on the near side and getting upfield. And pretty good field position for Deerfield to start this drive, but they've just had trouble on 3rd down, honestly. It's kind of been a role reversal from the last time that the two played. Westfield has just, they have taken and seized all the momentum here tonight.
Yeah, they're playing like a team possessed. They are ready to put away those mind games. Low gives it off to Williams. Williams tries the right side, bulls over defender. He runs hard.
Yeah, he does run hard, and Westfield's there to meet him, but he picks up 3 on the play. And I tell you what, Westfield might have an opportunity at another turnover here on fumble because he's trying to hit it with so much authority. He gets that ball out wide, and if Westfield can get in there and strip it, they might have another opportunity at a fumble.
Yeah, Williams, he almost gets horizontal to the ground, parallel to the ground. He goes straight, dives straight forward, lowers that head. So in a way, you'd say, all right, go ahead and knock yourself down, man. 2nd down and 7. They changed the play. Lowe looks over to the sideline. They got the 2 wide receivers set. They're going to throw to the far side to Falah. Falah makes the catch, and he's got a 1st down brought down by Reagan Waller at the 46-yard line. And that's a gain of 9 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, good pass play right there. Just your straight stop route at 10 yards, and Falah turns around, catches it at 9 yards, picks up a 1st down, and that is the 3rd 1st down for Deerfield here tonight.
And I think they noticed Reagan and Tucker play off just a little bit. They give him about 5 yards of cushion, so Falah's a good receiver, and they give him cushion. He can make the catch. Lowe changes the play again. Coach comes out pretty good ways on the field to make the play. Handoff goes to the fullback. Fullback, not much there. Boswell.
Ooh,
I thought he fumbled at first. He
looked like he might have got his leg trapped up under him.
Yeah, he kind of got chopped down there. Odd.
That happened last Saturday to a couple of players in that Georgia Tech game I was watching, and those are scary injuries when you see those legs get kind of mashed in together, and you can't get the other one out from from behind the other leg. And whew,
yeah,
Deshaun Watson for Clemson, he had one no contact. He just caught his foot on the back of his leg.
But here, after the 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 again, I formation. They fake the handoff, give it to Boswell. Boswell met in the backfield, and Wade Walker's going to miss that, but his teammates are not. They stack him up for maybe a yard gain right at midfield.
So again, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for Deerfield, as that was a pickup of a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 with 8:25 left to go here in the second quarter. Westfield on top, 21-0 already, and a chance to get the football back for the Hornets on offense. It's 3rd down and 6, as I said. And Kenny, Westfield has done the job so far here on 3rd down conversions for Deerfield. And let's see this is a huge play in the game, probably the biggest so far for Deerfield.
And they force them in longer third down situations, which I think has been key because Westfield trusts their cornerbacks in these mid-game passing attacks, and they'll have a chance here, possibly again, as they shift Williams to the right side of Lowe. They put him in motion now, and Lowe's looking to pass. He's looking for Shanker, overshoots him, and it's picked off by Reagan Waller. Reagan comes up with it, turnover, goes to the Hornets, the second of the night.
And Lowe just overthrows him, and honestly, that ain't too bad right there for Deerfield. It's almost like a punt.
Yeah.
Even better if they had kicked it in the end zone again, because the ball's at the 18-yard line, and Reagan doing a good job. But I tell you what, one thing that does for Westfield getting the turnover, it boosts their confidence.
Exactly.
Their mental acuity here tonight has been improved vastly. You like those words?
I do. It's like you went to the Al Michael School of, I'm going to throw in a random word in the broadcast.
Yeah, we talked about that on the way here. What word do you got to throw in?
Snuffleupagus.
Hey, you just did
it. Accomplished my goal. So the turnover gives the ball back to Westfield, 1st and 10.
Westfield's confused, so we're going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Westfield Football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Hey, wait, that door, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel.
If we cut that commercial short, we come back out of the commercial break here pretty quickly. Westfield had to take a timeout. Both teams got 2 left. 7:44 to go before halftime. 21-0 Westfield. Handoff goes to Cam Forrester, who's coming at fullback. Cam gets about 2 yards, and I got to imagine that's just Josh getting a breather.
Yeah, absolutely. He still hadn't caught his breath from the last time he ran the football, which was an 87-yard touchdown run. And Westfield, this is a ball control drive right now, I think, for Westfield. With 7 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in the first half, Westfield just wants to try to milk that clock, get it down, and get into halftime. And it looks like Westfield's going to take another timeout. So we'll stay here after we took the last timeout. And Kenny, I tell you what, it's just been a surprise that Westfield, I mean, we knew Westfield was a good football team, and they had, other than Deerfield the first time, they had blown out pretty much everybody they played. But this is a huge surprise in my opinion.
Yeah, this has been a total opposite of the game down in Albany. I mean, this was the exact same score, just flipped around with Deerfield winning the game, and Westfield has just looked like they had a focus. When this team comes with a focus and a plan like they did at John Miller's, that was probably the best I've seen Westfield look was at John Miller's. They knew they had a worthy opponent. They had kind of played through some...
Probably in the 2 years we've been covering them, that's been the best game we've seen them play.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
And they seem to have that focus here tonight. They understand the mission that's ahead of them. I mean, the seniors obviously realize this is my last game ever here at the Hornets Nest, win or lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how about the first guy to score the touchdown? Mr. Hart himself, Tucker Moody.
Yep.
I mean, leading the way. And to take the handoff, Ryan looking to pass. He's going to go deep, and he's going to be sacked. So it took way too long. And the sack is going to be made by Ryan Toole on Ryan Fitzpatrick all the way back at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a coverage sack right there by Deerfield, and they do an excellent job of.
Yeah, they just Ryan. It was a coverage sack. He was trying to go deep down to Reagan Waller, and he took way too long. And now Westfield's going to be in a deep 3rd down and about 20 yards or so. They got to get all the way out to the 28, and they're at the 10-yard line. So, okay, it's 18 yards. 3rd down and 18. I would imagine here just a fullback draw or some sort, some little fullback handoff right up the middle.
Something safe.
And it is to Josh. Josh tries to bounce outside. Josh stiff-arming folks. Across the 20, he'll get out to the 22-yard line. He stays in bounds. Clock will run. So he'll be short of the first by about 6 yards, 7 yards.
Yep. Imagine if you give him that on 2nd down instead of trying to throw the football.
So that was a 12-yard gain by Josh Jenkins. And now it's going to bring on the punt team. 4th down and 7. Ryan Fitzpatrick will kick it away, and back deep will be Nick Wendland as he awaits the kick at his own 46-yard line. And a good punt here from Giles. Good snap. Giles gets away. An angled kick to the far side, and it kind of takes a Deerfield bounce, and it will be touched down by Austin Doyle right at the 50-yard line. So Deerfield starts this drive right where they left off the last time, right at midfield. They threw the interception, did Tyler Lowe. So no harm done after the interception, and they get the ball down 1st and 10 right at midfield.
Yeah, that just proved to be a punt that gave them the football right back at the 50-yard line after a nice defensive stand. So Westfield's going to have to do the job here on defense yet again and prevent Deerfield from moving the football down inside the red zone with only 5:42 left to go here in the first half.
So Tyler Lowe will come out on 1st down and 10. He has Austin Falal and Aaron McNutt spread out here to the near side of the wide receiver position. Little pitch back, reverse, and they got blockers and they got the sideline, and Giles Amos lays a hit. Wow. But Aaron McNutt kind of braced himself for it, though. He kind of went down with Giles, but it is a 1st down on the 11-yard carry from Aaron McNutt.
Yeah, and a huge play right there for Deerfield just to get their confidence up. But Giles, goodness gracious, trying to kill a man.
So Giles Amos with our early nominee for the Moody Law Firm hit of the game.
Laying the law. Westfield has to, again, like we said, just try to come up with something big here on defense, a negative play to try to put Deerfield in bad down and distance.
And they throw out there, complete to Falah, and he breaks a tackle and gets down to the 20-yard line, and Tucker knew that one. He got faked out of his shoes right there. Good job by Falah, and that's a good gain of 19 yards down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, just a great little move there on the outside. He gives him a little bit of a shimmy out there, and Tucker just fell to the ground.
They actually marked him at the 22, so it'll be a 17-yard gain. But just a great move. Falal is a good athlete. Sometimes guys just make good plays. You know, you can't do nothing about it.
Deerfield's got good players on the other side, so
especially when you hear this deep in the playoffs. Handoff. Left side is Boswell. He's slung down by Wade Walker. After a 2-yard gain, he gets to the 20-yard line. Wade already, of course, racking up the tackles. He's got 7 here in this first half with 4:50 to go before halftime. 21-0. Westfield is leading the Deerfield Windsor Knights.
I tell you, Deerfield they've had all kind of struggles. Other than the big reverse play for 11 yards, they have not had success running the football. And Westfield, they have done a good job, especially up the middle. They've been very tough to run on, and they've been able to find the football very, very well here tonight.
So Lowe pitches back. They're going to try it again. Now pitch back all the way to Lowe. Lowe's going to pass. He's looking for his man, Boswell, or Williams, and Williams makes the catch down to the 5-yard line. So a little bit of everything on that play. And Tanner Westbrook makes the tackle at the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and goal after the trickeration. Holiday met him right there at the line for no gain. So Westfield holding serve right now on 3rd and goal with 3 minutes to go.
And if Westfield stops him here, do you bring out Vildabill, or do you kick I mean, or do you go for it? I mean, I would think that down 21-0, you got to go for the touchdown.
So it's 3rd down and goal right at the 1-yard line. 2:35 to go before halftime. Westfield leading 21-0 low. Gets the play in from the sideline. Williams, the deep back. He fumbles it. It's on the ground. And Westfield's going to bring him down at the 10-yard line. Brett, you called that one. He got a little anxious. Ball falls out of his hands. And now you got a 4th and goal at the 10-yard line.
The 6-yard line, as they're going to mark him. Going to say he picked it up there and got slung back to the 10.
Wow.
So with 2:07 left to go here, you might see a timeout here from Deerfield just to try to get it together, but looks like Coach Lowe is going to send in a play, and this will be huge for Westfield just to keep them out of the end zone and get the football back and run out the clock before half. But they have to come up with a big play here on 4th down and about 6 to go.
Watch for a trick.
4th down and goal.
So 4th and goal at the 5, and they are going to burn a timeout.
Thought they might.
So let's take a quick timeout with them as you're listening to Westfield football here on the Middle Georgia Sports.
Spillers Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you are an adult or a teen, they can make you smile. Dr. Don Spillers uses state-of-the-art technology and proven orthodontic techniques to provide his patients with the quality care they deserve. He offers Invisalign, Invisalign Teen, clear, and metal braces. No referral is needed, so call 478-953-2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Larry Walker, your local auto owner's agent, and let his team of professionals tailor an insurance program right for you and your budget.
Friday night game of the week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, it's the play of the ball games thus far, anyway, here in the first half. 21-0 Westfield leads. It's 4th down and goal from the 5-yard line for Deerfield Windsor. It has had a fumbled exchange there. Quarterback fumbled at Tyler Lowe. He fell on it here at the 5. Otherwise, they were down at the half-inch line. So Lowe under center now. They got 3 wide receivers looking to pass. Try to throw to the corner. Oh, he's going to way overshoot him. Incomplete. 4th down. Turnover on downs. Very surprised with that call, to be quite honest with you, Brett. I thought you want to get some momentum, get some points. I know 21-3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good, but at least get some momentum on your side.
Well, I'm not surprised that they went for it, but I'm surprised at the play call, to be honest with you. I don't like the play call. I think that what he tried to do is try to get a little bit of a rub route, and we've seen that in recent weeks. A few weeks ago with Notre Dame and Florida State, and the ball was just
overthrown.
Yeah, way overthrown. And he's done that 2 or 3 times here tonight, has Tyler Lowe, and he's just been a different player than what we saw down in Albany. And Westfield's had a lot to do with that. I mean, the run game's not working for Deerfield Windsor, and right now they're not able to throw it consistently enough to move the football downfield and score points.
So Ryan Fitzpatrick takes over, and he'll give it off to, I believe that's Cam still in the ball game. Nothing there for Cam Forrester.
Yeah, you got to try to get Josh Jenkins back in the game, I think. And I know you just want to run this out, and but with 2 timeouts, Deerfield, I'm surprised they're not calling timeout. Maybe they're waiting to call it on at the end of 2nd down and 3rd down to make at least Westfield have to punt the football. But a first down here, Westfield can run the clock out and go into halftime up 21-0.
Yeah, Westfield with no timeouts, and I believe Deerfield's got to have only 1. Am I not right there?
No, they have 2.
Okay.
They only took 1 timeout, and that was the last drive.
So they'll hand the ball off to Jenkins. Not much there. Austin Kane again on the tackle. And they're going to take a timeout. Will Deerfield with 45 seconds left here on the game clock. So why don't we stay here? Last scoring update we had with the Pinewood and John Millage game was 7-0 Pinewood. That's down there in Belleville. Down there near the Statesboro area. The winner of that one will meet the winner of this one. Westfield here leading 21-0.
And, the thing is, Kenny, down here, now that you know that Deerfield's got a timeout left, you might as well go ahead and throw it if you trust Ryan enough not to turn the football over to at least try to pick up the first down. I know it's dicey, but if you want to, it's there because they're going to call timeout. So whether or not you run it or whether or not you throw it, the clock is going to be stopped unless you pick up a first.
But you force them. I mean, that's the
Atlanta.
Well, that's the Atlanta.
Don't talk back. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the Atlanta Falcons. That's the Atlanta Falcons and Detroit Lions game of a couple weeks ago. You throw the ball, you think you throw a safe route, a little screen, and it doesn't work. So they're putting a little bit of time back on the clock, 49.5 seconds. So they give them 4 extra seconds here. Ryan's going to line up in shotgun. You might want to do a read option here. Maybe let Ryan keep it. Put Giles in motion, and he is going to run it. Ryan running around left side. He's going to be hit. Hit again. He's going to fall for close to the first down.
I think he's got it. He had to get to the 15-yard line, and if he got there, that's a first down.
Yeah, he's across 15. He's at the 16, right at the 15.5. So it should be a first down for Westfield.
All he had to do was touch the 15, I believe, because the ball was on the 15-yard line.
On the 5?
On the 5-yard line.
Good job by Ryan. He bounced off 2 tacklers and lunged ahead there at the end.
Based on where they spotted this drive, the ball was at the 5-yard line. All they had to do was touch the 15.
It must have been a 15.5.
Well, then they marked the start the drive wrong because the ball was sitting on the 15. On the 5. I saw it.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That's half a yard short here. So I guess
I don't know.
If you're Coach Jones, you got to punt. Got to punt. But I think he's thinking the same thing. How did the drive start at the 5? I'm on the 16 or 15.5. How is it not a first down?
Yep. I don't know. That's crazy.
But
thought I saw him set it down on the 5-yard line. Crazier things have happened, but just one of those things. Westfield's going to have to punt now. I guess they gave a timeout to Deerfield. I'm not sure.
They did. They let them call a timeout as soon as they started the play clock or the game clock. And Westfield's going to punt it away. Giles Amos will wait the snap at his own 2-yard line, and back deep to receive will be Howell Logan. He waits the kick at his 50. Giles is looking for the game clock to start. I wonder what's going on. Giles gets the snap and gets it away. It's a wobbly kick, angled here near side. It will take a sideways bounce.
Just let it go.
Yeah,
keep letting it go.
Let it stop right there in bounds. Boop. Goes out of bounds at the 43.5-yard line. So that is where Deerfield will start this drive. 1st and 10 to Westfield 43. They trail 21-0. They got 31.1 seconds left in the clock. And remember what they have in a secret weapon, and that is Harry Build-A-Bill, who can knock it through with the best of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just look for the bright neon yellow and green shoes. So I would imagine you probably get it to the 30-yard line. You're probably in his range, if not more.
Yeah, he kicked one, I think, from 47 we saw before during warm-up. So
he's probably got longer than that. Now, with it being cold, I don't know.
Northside on top in that game, 17-7 over at the MAC.
4 wide receivers here for Lowe. Lowe rolling out. Now he's going to throw down the middle of the field, and it's going to be tipped, and it's going to be caught. Caught by Nick Wendland.
Wow.
And right there, Westfield had 3 guys. Tanner Westbrook went for the interception. Might have wanted to go with just knocking it down. So first down to the 19-yard line. That is a gain of 24 yards. 22 seconds. Clock is running. 20, 19, no timeouts left. They roll low. He's going to throw to the end zone. They're going to be caught. Touchdown. That was a push-off if I've ever seen one. And they call a touchdown by Austin Falah in the corner of the end zone over Tucker Moody. Looked like he pushed him in the back there with no flag. Touchdown.
That first down that should have been is going to come back to haunt Westfield here at the end of the first half. That's a huge play in this ball game so far.
Big time. 12 seconds to go before halftime, and they get on the board on a 19-yard touchdown pass. Build-A-Bill comes in, and he splits the uprights, and it's good. 12.2 seconds.
Somebody's having a heart attack down on the other side, it sounds like.
How about that?
Goodness gracious.
We got us a very excited gentleman.
Sounds like Scott Howard on the Georgia broadcast just screaming into the mic.
But it's 12 seconds to go here in this first half, and
all for excitement, folks, but
Deerfield Windsor gets on the board.
You got to temper things.
In 19-yard touchdown pass to Austin Falah from Tyler Lowe. Falah's a heck of a receiver. I mean, Tanner had position. Looked like he got a little shove in the back. No call. And
it's just how things go. You just got to keep going and move forward. Go back to that play on on third down, and man, that's a hard pill to swallow right there, because you feel like you got the ball out far enough to the 16, and you get smart at the 15, and about, like you said, Kenny, about a ball length short of the first down, and you got to punt the ball back. And man, that's just tough. 2 plays where Westfield was in position, knocked the football away, and just not able to come up with the play. But Westfield still leads 21-7 going into halftime here with 12 seconds to go.
So they'll try a little pooch, possibly an onside kick. A little pooch kick. It'll be taken by Tanner Westbrook at his own 23-yard line. Tanner squirts out of nowhere. Tanner across the 40, and he'll be brought down. A good tackle there by number 26. Landon Brightiel. We do have an excited gentleman down there. Woo! So it is a 6.8 seconds to go here before halftime. Westfield has it at the 41-yard line of their own.
You got 12 out there. I'd throw it deep.
If you remember right, against, I believe it was Valwood, they had that odd play at the end of the half where they had a personal foul face mask penalty all the way down after a long catch by Reagan Waller when time ran out, but it looks like they're just going to go ahead and take a knee here. But Westfield's able to steal points in that one, but not here tonight. They'll take a knee, and they'll take the 2-touchdown lead into the half. So after one half of play, we are 24 minutes away from the state championship, and Westfield leads 21-7 over the Deerfield Windsor Knights. We'll take a quick break and be back with the halftime show brought to you by Planners First right after this on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Larry Walker, your local auto owner's agent, and let his team of professionals tailor an insurance program right for you and your budget.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planners First.
We're here with junior football player Reagan Waller. Reagan, how's your school year been this year?
Well, it started off pretty good. I've been keeping my grades up, and football year's been going pretty good, so I'd say it's going pretty good so far.
That's good. Have you personally had a good year in football this year?
I think so. We've gotten a couple play of the games and a couple good plays, so I'd say so.
That's good. What's been your best or your favorite game this season?
Probably Valwood. Probably been the closest, funnest game so far to win and to end it on such a key play and stuff.
Sounds good. What is your football? What is your position in football?
Mainly wide receiver, and I also play cornerback.
What's your favorite position? Wide receiver?
Probably wide receiver, yes.
What would you say is your favorite thing about that?
I like just being in open field when you get the ball and you get open field in front of you usually.
So do you play offense and defense?
Yes.
Which do you like better?
Probably defense, really. I like being able to hit instead of getting hit for the most part.
That's a pretty good reason. Who do you look up to most in your life?
Probably my dad, just being an athlete in high school, and I kind of follow him.
I see. Who's been your favorite coach of your lifetime?
I'd probably say Coach Jones, because he's just been the funnest coach to be coached by, and he's a really good coach.
Okay. Do you play any other sports other than football?
Yes, I play football, basketball, soccer, and I run track.
Which sport is your favorite?
I would say football.
Why is that?
It's probably the sport I'm best at.
Which sport is your favorite to watch?
Football is probably my most favorite to watch because it's most physical and most entertaining to me.
Who is your favorite sports team to watch?
Oregon's probably my most favorite sports team to watch in football because they always have the best uniforms on, and they're the fastest team usually. It's just fun to watch their trickery and stuff.
Would you say you have any type of game day superstitions?
Really, the only superstition I have two. I go to Chick-fil-A every Friday, and I always have on my flash shirt under my uniform.
I see. Let's see here. Have you ever had any major injuries in your football career?
Last year I broke my arm in 2 places, which put me out for season. That's really the only injury I've had.
Does it still affect you any?
It kind of makes me hesitant to tackle, but other than that, it doesn't really affect me. No pain.
How do you balance school and sports?
You always have to have a study hall usually to get all your schoolwork done because football always ends late.
I see.
But I can make it work.
That's good. Do you know what college you want to attend?
I'm looking at Georgia Southern right now or Valdosta State, but I'm not sure yet.
I see. You still have a whole year to decide. Do you want to play football in college?
If I get the opportunity to, I'd love to play football in college, but we'll see.
I see. Well, I think that's about all the time we have, so thanks, Reagan.
C.W. Williams is the premier home builder in Houston County, with established communities in Perry, Bon Air, Centerville, and Warner Robins. C.W. Williams Homes offers you a chance to build a customized home of your dreams. There are multiple floor plans available, ranging from a minimum of 1,000 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. Log on to cwwilliamshomes.com or give them a call at 478-922-2207 to check their list of plans, communities, and financing options today. C.W. Williams Homes. Let us build the home of your dreams.
Good morning, huh? Cherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
Spillers Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you are an adult or a teen, they can make you smile. Dr. Don Spillers uses state-of-the-art technology and proven orthodontic techniques to provide his patients with the quality care they deserve. He offers Invisalign, Invisalign Teen, clear, and metal braces. No referral is needed, so call 478-953-2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
Welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, brought to you by Planners First.
I'm Callie Plucker from Westfield's journalism and multimedia team with senior captain cheerleader Sarah Walton. How are you today, Sarah?
I'm doing good.
How has your senior year been so far?
It's been a lot of fun.
What's your favorite part been about this year so far?
Well, we just recently had our first senior party, and it was a lot of fun. It was Western themed, and we got to ride a mechanical bull and just spend a lot of time with our friends.
Sounds like fun. What is your favorite part about cheerleading in general?
My favorite part is going to cheer on the team and just having a lot of fun with our friends. I love cheering at the games, even though it's been like 30 degrees outside, but it's been a lot of fun.
I see. What is your position in cheerleading?
I'm a side base, so I help lift up people, and then I'm also a tumbler, so that's always a lot of fun, getting to show everybody the tricks I can do.
I see. Do you play any other sports?
I compete on an all-star team outside of school. We have a few competitions a year. Since Westfield doesn't have a competition cheer team anymore, I get to have fun doing that.
How exactly do you balance Westfield with outside competition?
It's hard, but I've gotten used to it over the years. I just have to learn to manage my time and study a couple nights before sometimes and get everything together beforehand.
Which is your favorite sideline or competition cheer?
That's a hard one because I love sideline cheer because I love football, but I love competition too because it's always that adrenaline rush that you get before you compete.
That's interesting. So we hear you've had an incident with cancer in your life. Tell us a little bit about your childhood cancer.
Well, when I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with AML leukemia, and that happened in October, and I had it for 6 months, and I went to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and I was there, like I said, for 6 months, and then in April, they cleared me, and ever since, I've been in remission, and I'm 17 now, so it's always great getting to tell my story to everybody and showing everybody what God can do.
That's awesome. Do you have any siblings?
I have a little brother, and he's 7.
Does he give you a hard time?
Yeah.
Do you want to cheer in college?
I've thought about it, and I guess if the opportunity shows itself, then I might, but as of right now, I'm not planning on it, but you never know what can happen.
Sounds good. Where do you plan to go to college?
I'm planning on going to Valdosta State University, and I'm gonna go tour a few other places, but right now that's my top pick.
Do you have any big plans for Thanksgiving break?
Well, my birthday's on Thanksgiving, so I get to celebrate my birthday and Thanksgiving at the same time, so that'll be a lot of fun.
How do you feel about tonight's game against Deerfield?
I'm excited. I think we can do it. We have the ability. We just can't let them get in our heads, and as long as we push through and we play like we've been playing, I think we'll be fine and we'll be able to make it to state.
I think that's a good statement about tonight's game. What do you think you'll miss the most about high school?
All the memories that you get to make with your friends, because high school goes by so fast and everybody tells you that, but you don't ever realize it until it's almost gone. So you just got to make the best of what you have.
Well, I think that's all the time we have here, Sarah. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Have you been injured and are in need of legal representation? If so, call Trey Moody. Trey is a graduate of the University of Texas and Mercer Law School and has been practicing in the Middle Georgia area for over 22 years. Trey has tried over 70 cases to jury verdict and has recovered over $5 million for his clients. Trey has established himself as one of Georgia's most prolific personal injury trial attorneys. He is also a certified and registered mediator with the State of Georgia Office of Dispute Resolution. So if you want a respected attorney who can actually try your case if needed, call Trey Moody at 478-988-3114 for a free consultation or visit his office today at 921 Carroll Street in downtown Perry.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel. From football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate, Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Go free times 3 this summer with ComSouth. Upgrade to any gold or higher value package and get the first month free, get free activation, and ComSouth will make the installation free too. Plus, as an added bonus, upgrade to high def and receive HD TV, you guessed it, free for 3 months. That's a whole lot of free for great telephone, wireless, state-of-the-art cable TV, and high-speed digital internet. Visit ComSouth.net for more details or stop by any of our convenient locations in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley.
That door, Jim. All right.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, brought to you by Planners First.
And welcome back into the Planners First halftime show. As we're here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network, 6.5 minutes to go before we start the second half. Right now, Westfield leads 21-7. Here at halftime, I'll tell you how they got there. Westfield scored on their first time on defense, oddly enough. It was the first play from scrimmage on offense for Deerfield Windsor. A fumble by Aaron McNutt, forced by Ben Murphy, I believe. Yes, it was, and it was picked up and returned by Tucker Moody for 38 yards and a touchdown. So Westfield was up 7-0 after that, and then they got the ball back again, and with 6:50 to go in the first quarter, Josh Jenkins scored from 47 yards out to give Westfield a lead, 14-0 after the first quarter. Westfield again got the ball back with 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Josh Jenkins this time 87 yards for a touchdown, and they were up 21-0, and that's really how the whole first half went until about 12 seconds left. Tyler Lowe put together a pretty good 1-minute drive. I believe it actually started with 45 seconds.
Yeah, it was 2 plays and went for about 50 yards or so.
Yeah, it was right on the 50 was where it started, and they threw a pass down the middle that was caught there by number 3, Nick Wendland. That set him up at the 19-yard line, and then he found Austin Falah in the front left corner of the end zone. It was caught over Tucker Moody. Looked like he might have got touched in the back there, but no call, and it is a touchdown with 12 seconds to go before halftime, and that is where we stand, 21-7. Your score. And Brett, you got some halftime stats for us, brought to you by ComSouth.
Yeah, Westfield has rushed the ball 17 times for 166 yards. That is 9.76 yards per carry average. 2 touchdowns on the night for Westfield rushing. 1 of 2 passing for Ryan Fitzpatrick for 18 yards and 50% completion percentage. 1 penalty for 10 yards, 184 total yards. Deerfield Windsor has 6 first downs on the night, 17 rushing attempts for 29 yards. That's 1.71 yards per carry average and a fumble. And that's just not getting it done in the run game. 7 of 12 passing for 111 yards, 1 touchdown and one interception, 58% completion percentage. No penalties for Deerfield in the first half and 140 total yards. The stat updates brought to you by ComSouth. And Kenny, as you mentioned, Westfield has pretty much dominated this game in every facet except save the last about 45, 46 seconds. It looked as if Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to pick up a first down on about 3rd down and 8 and came up a half yard short on about the 15-yard line. So Westfield had to punt it back to Deerfield after Deerfield called timeout. And that's just the breaks, and Deerfield got the football back, like you said, and were able to take it down and score. But the things I look at on the stat line is the fact that Westfield has dominated and Deerfield has not had a run game so far. So does Deerfield come out and try to establish the run, or do they just go to the pass game? That's going to be a question in my mind because Deerfield, like I said, has had no success running the football. Got to think if Coach Lowe wants to win this football game, he's going to have to put it on the arm of his son, Tyler Lowe.
Yeah, I mean, their passing game really started to open it up for them when they tried some of those trick plays. They did a reverse pitch, and it kind of opened things up just a little bit, kind of got Westfield back on their heels, and that kind of got their offensive game going. Now, Austin Falah creates a big-time mismatch on the outside for Westfield. Tucker Moody, one of the best players Westfield has on the team, the one thing he lacks is the height. And Austin Falah's got a pretty good height advantage over there on Tucker. He's a very good athlete. Made some moves on Tucker and picked up some big yards, and he caught the touchdown. So I think if you're Westfield, you might want to find a flip somehow and see if you can get a taller corner possibly over there on Falah, because he is a dangerous target. And if I'm Coach Lowe, with the lack of success you had running the game, I think I would also air it out, Brett, and see what you can find there, because we know of Falah tonight. We saw Shanker in the last game, so those are two guys that could really open up the game for Deerfield, and Westfield's going to have to make sure they key on those two.
Yeah, absolutely. The big play is going to be a huge factor here, considering Deerfield has had no success driving the football on Westfield. They really kind of big played them on the last drive, but Westfield has to come out here and realize that, hey, we're up 21-7 on a pretty good football team, and we played good in the first half, but we really had opportunities on offense to get even more points, and we've got to come out here and just if they play an even game with Deerfield for this second half, the game is theirs. I mean, you got to look at it like that. Hey, if we hold serve and do what we need to do, and we tie them here in the second half, we win. So, minute and a half left to go here in the halftime, and Westfield, like we said, is on top 21-7. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for listening to the Planners' first halftime show. And Westfield, again, is up 21-7. You're listening to Westfield football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
And now, back to the gridiron with Kenny and Brett on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the Hornets' Nest, the Westfield Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. We're still at halftime. We'll get to warm up just for a few more moment. Westfield's late coming out of the locker room, as Deerfield's been out here for a good few minutes, but Westfield leads 21-7 over the Deerfield Windsor Knights. The last scoring update we had in the other game going on here in AAA was Pinewood was winning 7-6 over John Millage. Of course, the winners of this game and that game will face each other next week up at Mercer at Anderson Field in the state championship game, and the AAA folks will be playing the last game of the night as they did last year.
7:30. The first game, though, is going to be at 3 o'clock or 3:30, I think. No, it's 3 o'clock or 3:30, I think. That's what I saw. No, they don't have a single A game, you remember?
That's right. They changed that all around. Yep. That's a good point.
So it's going to be a pretty good gap in between the two games. So if Westfield is fortunate enough to hang on here in the second half, up 14, they would, like I said, we're going to have an extended pregame show next week if Westfield makes it to Mercer at 7 o'clock. And we will be bringing you all the action from Mercer University if Westfield can advance and hopefully defend their state championship. They have an opportunity here with a great lead here at halftime, and they just need to come out here and play, an exact replica of what they did in the first half, and they will be moving on if they can do that.
Yeah, they just got to hold on to the ball. If you go back and look at your keys to the game that you talked about at the beginning of the football game when we looked at the Hamby Automotive keys to the game, third down conversions, I give that a check. Westfield's done a very good job of getting off the field on third down. Win the turnover margin. Right now they're +2. Convert on kicking game, that really hasn't come into effect. I mean, you could say Westfield's up 3-1 in that because Griffin Elmore's converted all his and Harry Vildabill converted his one chance. And then finally win the line of scrimmage. Westfield's done that. They've done a great job. They've been able to run the ball with a couple long runs, and they've done a fantastic job defensively in allowing or not allowing Deerfield to run the football. So.
Yeah, the only thing that I could say that Westfield could maybe improve on is try to get a little bit of pressure on Tyler Lowe and force him to make bad decisions. And if you can do that, I think that Westfield can force some turnovers, especially if Deerfield tries to go to the air here in the second half. You got an opportunity to maybe force some turnovers for Westfield.
Well, the only thing with that is I think Coach Lowe realizes that Tyler is not a pocket passer. One, he's a shorter guy, so when he throws the football, he seems to roll him out of the pocket a good bit. That makes it tough to get pressure, but maybe if Westfield maybe comes and times it right with a cornerback blitz or something like that, and then roll Giles over the top at the safety to cover that wide receiver, that could be a situation that could come to fruition. But we're almost set to start the second half here. Deerfield Windsor, they won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they will come out on offense to start here in the third quarter as Westfield leads 21-7. Griffin Elmore has been doing the kickoffs here the last 2 weeks after the ankle injury to Robert Myatt in the Dominion Christian game.
We have not seen Robert at all here tonight.
Well, he's down on the sideline. He's all padded up and ready to go, but he is not gone into the ball game and had any playing time as of yet. Back deep to receive for Deerfield will be Nick Wendland and Howell Logan. And Griffin Elmore has the ball teed up. So we're 24 minutes away from figuring out who will be playing for a state championship. Kick right down the middle, and it's taken by Wendland at his own 8-yard line. Comes up the middle, now cuts here near side. It'll be brought down from behind by Josh Jenkins at the 24-yard line, and that is where Deerfield will start this drive, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Deerfield comes out with offensive-wise and what offensive philosophy they bring out here, whether or not they spread things out and try to throw it, or if they try to go back to the run game and see if they can have some success and balance things out here. But right now, Westfield has to think, hey, stop. Let's get a stop here, get the football to our offense, and try to take back control of this game as they lost a little bit of momentum there at the end of the second quarter.
The flaw spread out here near side. Tucker Moody remains on him. Low with an offset eye behind him. The pitch is faked, and he's looking to pass. He's got a man open. It's Schenker, and Schenker will go out of bounds at the 41-yard line, and that is a 17-yard gain on the pass completion to John Samuel Schenker. Pushed out of bounds over there by Tanner Westbrook.
That's what I'm talking about there. A lot of misdirection. You don't call that a trick play, but it's just a throwback to a tight end coming all the way across the field, and he's wide open. And you got to think that that's what Deerfield's going to go to. They're not going to be able to line up and beat Westfield. They're going to have to go to a lot of misdirection, trick plays, counters, things of that nature.
And a quarterback draw right at the middle. And Walker Davidson and Wade Walker were there on the tackle after a short gain of 3 yards for Tyler Lowe.
Yeah, Westfield, they just need to try to find their footing here in the early part of this first half. They had a big play on first down go against them, and right now they just need to settle down and try to read their keys and find the football and make the tackle. And that's what Westfield was able to do. A quick burst of speed up from Tyler Lowe out of center, but other than that, Westfield was able to corral him pretty quickly and only give up 3 yards.
So it's 2nd down and 7. Little pistol set here. Low, quick out route complete to Schenker. Schenker makes a man miss. Makes 2 more guys miss. And he'll climb out to about the 43-yard line before he's brought down by Gavin Edmondson. But it's enough for a first down. That is a gain of 12 yards on the reception to John Samuel Schenker.
Yeah, Westfield just playing off, and then Schenker makes a man miss on the nice pass play out to him. And I tell you what, Deerfield is just moving the chains, and they picked up 2 first downs here throwing the football, and Westfield's going to have to try to counter them some way in the pass game, and they have come out with 2 out of 3 pass plays here to start the second half.
Traditional I formation. They give it off to Williams. Williams tries the right side. Got a pretty good gain there, did Williams. He drives his legs inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards on first down. Tackle made by Wade Walker.
Deerfield putting together a little bit of a drive here, picking up 5 yards here on this first down, and now it presents them with the opportunity to run pretty much anything they want. Playbook's wide open on 2nd down and 5. It's 10:22 left to go here, third quarter. Westfield's got to come up with a stop here on on 2nd down try to create some negative plays in the backfield against Deerfield's offense.
And they get lined up I formation. They have Falah split out here to the near side of the field. And they're going to hand it off to the fullback, Boswell. Boswell gets down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 yards on second down. It brings up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, and Deerfield trying to spread Westfield out right now, doing a pretty good job of it. Pickup of about 3 on that play for Boswell, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2, and you got to think this is 4-down territory for Deerfield if Westfield's able to come up with a stop on 3rd down. As long as it's not too many negative yards, Deerfield's probably going to go for it.
So 3rd down and a short 2. They go again with the I formation. Williams the deep back, Boswell at fullback. Falah spread out here to the left side. Westfield's got 10 guys in the box. So Tucker's on his own out here on the island, and they're going to go that way. And they throw incomplete. They were looking for Falah, and he overthrows the target. They were thinking it was a pass interference, but no flag thrown. Falah was struggling to get off the line there.
Yeah, I think the ball was just so far thrown out in front of him that there really wasn't an argument that could be made. I mean, the ball wasn't even close. But looks like, as I predicted, Deerfield's probably going to go for it here.
Yeah, you kind of knew there on that. That was one of those situations where 3rd and 2, you take a shot with the receiver out there one-on-one. You don't get it, you still have 4th down and 2, and you're
might try to draw Westfield off here. They need to be disciplined and allow their linebackers to try to make the play and just clog things up on that front line.
Well, they come with 3 wide receivers. Schinker is out here to the near side. They got Falah and Howell Logan to the far side. Williams is the deep back with Boswell in front of him. Lowe gets the play. And he's going to take to the fullback and pitch it now to Williams. It's raced to the corner. It's a close one, and I think he got it. There was a big matchup over there. Giles Amos makes the tackle, but I think he has enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's a good play right there. They run the sprint option, the triple option almost out there. They fake it to the fullback. He's able to pick up 2 yards on the big option pitch, and Deerfield goes forward on 4th down at the Westfield about 36-yard line and picks it up, gets it all the way down to about the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Deerfield. 8:55 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Westfield with a 2-touchdown lead. Opening drive in the 2nd half here for Deerfield. Looking to pass. He throws. It's tipped. Oh, is it picked off? No. Wow. Tucker jumped that route, knocked it down right in front of Austin Falah.
Yeah, just a great job right there by Tucker, holding up on the outside and gets his hand in. And
Ben Murphy as well.
Yeah, Ben Murphy getting his arms up, forcing the throw to be a little bit late and high. And when that happened, Tucker had the extra time to get the hand in there and knock it away. 8:46 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Westfield on top 21-7, but Deerfield is driving football at the 33-yard line of Westfield. 2nd down and 10.
3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. The back to the left is Austin Kane, it appears. They're going to throw, and it's high. Good hit over there. And coming up a little banged up is Reagan Waller. I'm not sure what happened exactly.
I think he might got hit in the
bad area?
Yeah, no area.
Hopefully he's okay.
He just needs to roll off.
Yeah, he's kind of sitting here on the sideline, and the coach Fowler trying to get him over.
Yeah.
The newly engaged head trainer, Miss Brittany over there. Got engaged at halftime. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
And Reagan Waller, yeah.
Looks like Tucker and Tanner are going to be out there at the cornerback positions, and Reagan's going to stay over here on the sidelines. 3rd down and 10. You got to think that Deerfield, if they're going to go forward on 4th down, they might try to pick up just half of it here on maybe a 5-yard stop or slant route.
So they got 4 wide receivers in. And here comes Westfield on the blitz. Josh Jenkins and Matthew Moore are coming after him. He throws across his body, back across, complete to Stephen Williams. Heck of a play that time by Tyler Lowe. You can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, just everything you're not supposed to do as a quarterback, and he throws across his body back across the grain of the field, and he gets rewarded for it. But Westfield had a breakdown in coverage right there as they had a blitz coming off the edge, and they just swung and missed. And that's what happens when the quarterback breaks containment. He has an opportunity to make a big play, and Tyler Lowe did on 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Westfield timed it right, but they needed to keep the second blitzer on the outside to keep him contained.
You got to keep that inside shoulder on his outside shoulder and force him back to the inside.
They both came up kind of one behind another and allowed him an outside route. Handoff goes up the middle to Williams. Or that's Boswell there that time. No gain on the play. He was hit And Lowe, hopefully he's okay. It's a little slow to get up.
It almost looked like it could have been a face mask there as he changed direction, but so many bodies in there, it's hard to see what exactly happened. But he, like you said, Kenny, probably ran about 25, 30 yards and picked up none.
Yeah, he was all over the place. Cam Forrester was the first Westfield defender there, kind of forced him out of his pocket, and then he was running around for his life, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. He maybe got a half a yard.
Yeah. So the ball's at the 19-yard line with 6:36 left to go here in the third quarter. 21-7 your score, and it's third down and call it 10, I guess.
And the single back behind Lowe is Calhoun with a heavily taped ankle to the left. He's going to throw, and he's going to well overshoot his target. It's going to be picked off in the end zone.
Wow, great play by Giles.
Giles came out of nowhere to come up with the interception, the third turnover of the night for Deerfield.
And that's huge for Westfield because the ball was at the 19-yard line, and they net a yard out of that play. And what they do is they take a scoring opportunity away from Deerfield.
Absolutely. With the leg of Vildabill there, that would have been a 37-yarder, and that's well within his range.
And that's about the fourth time that Tyler Lowe has completely overshot his target. And right there, you cannot have that against Giles Amos on the back end. He's got too much length, too much range of motion, and he's able to get over there and pick it off.
So they eat almost 6 minutes of clock and no scoring after the turnover. Handoff goes to Robert Myatt. Myatt nowhere to go, so Robert Myatt gets in the ball game, and he's going to lose 2 yards after the tackle there by Wendland brings him down at the 19.
Yeah, and that misdirection counter is just not working here tonight for Westfield. They're going to have to run the football straight at Deerfield, and they're going to have to bootleg out with Ryan and also run that zone play where they it's almost a quarterback keep where they fake it to the fullback and follow him right back up in the middle. Those are going to be their successful plays because Westfield can dominate on the line of scrimmage straight ahead.
So the 1 yard loss makes it 2nd and 11. Looking to pass is Ryan. He's going to go across the side, and great defensive play there. Austin Kane, as he was looking for Cam Forrester on the crossing route.
And look at Tucker Moody.
Yep.
Standing by himself down here on the 50-yard line. And if he throws it deep and gives Tucker Moody an opportunity, tell you what, he might have walked into the end zone.
But here's the thing. You think that sack is weighing on his mind from last time? He's thinking maybe I don't know if I got that extra second to unleash it here and don't want to get sacked and have a forced fumble.
Yeah, but it's a rollout play, and the linebacker was beat on the play. He's got to loft that in there. Well, he tries to throw it on a straight line, and when you do that, you're just asking for it to be picked off.
So 3rd down and 11. Ryan gives it off to Tucker. Tucker, nowhere to go. He gets a yard there on the tackle that time with number 60, Cameron McCook, and you would have thought they won the Super Bowl down on the far side. But it is no gain on the play, 4th down and 11 now, and Westfield's going to have to left side to Tucker Moody. Tucker loses his helmet as he gets out to just across the 15-yard line. And that's a pickup of about 6 yards. It'll make it a 3rd down and 7 for Westfield. Hornets haven't picked up a first down yet in this second half. It's only their second possession. They went 3 and out on the last one.
Yeah, and they really need to pick up a first down here because the field position is continues to be in Deerfield's favor. And I know you keep dodging those bullets, but you give Deerfield good field position continually, they're going to have an opportunity to score. And you got to make sure that you try to pick up a first down here if at all possible.
Ryan rolling out, looking to pass. He's got Josh Jenkins open off his shoulder pad. Incomplete. He had enough for the first down, too.
Ball's thrown behind you, and that's what happens. Josh has to turn his entire body back to the football, and it goes right off his shoulder pad. And Giles Amos is going to have to punt yet again. And you got to throw that football out in front of the fullback there and allow him to run and make the catch. You can't throw it behind him. It bounces right off his shoulder pad and falls to the ground incomplete.
But that was a good defensive play there by Ryan Toole. He came up from the defensive end position and kind of forced that bad pass, I think. He had his arms up in the passing lane. So Giles Amos will come on to punt, and Giles gets off a high spinner. And it'll be taken at the 49-yard line by Howell Logan. Logan's going to lose yardage, though, as he retreats. And they're going to give him forward progress here on the near side, or they're going to mark him over there on the far side at the 48.
Yeah, the far side's got him at the 48-yard line. I don't know what this guy over here is watching. He's not watching the same game we're watching.
Minute 36.
I don't know. The only thing I can think is maybe he's being shielded by the players or whatnot, but, I mean.
Well, minute 36 to go in this third quarter. Westfield leads 21-7.
Very diplomatic of you.
I try. 3 turnovers tonight for Deerfield. Westfield has not turned the ball over here tonight. That's been the difference. High formation. They pitch it back to Williams. Williams across the left side. Hit hard. Tries to drive backwards as he gets across the 50 out to the 49-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain. Tackle made there by Walker Davison.
And again, only one ball carrier. That's Boswell has over 2 yards of carry. He's got McNutt has 3 because he picked up the 11-yard reverse. But other than that, I mean, Deerfield, they're only averaging 1.81 yards per carry to Westfield's 8 yards a carry. So, I mean, just not a whole lot going on, although Deerfield has peaked ahead in the total yardage. But that's just due to the passing game.
So high formation behind low. Minute 5 to go in this third quarter. Westfield leading 21-7. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass. He's going to throw a little screen, and he's going to throw complete to Williams. Williams inside the 40. Gavin Edmondson's going to bring him down. But a good screen pass, and they get down the field here and pick up the first down to the Westfield 37.
Yep, and you got to think that Coach Jones is saying, hey, they've come back to that misdirection stuff. We need to have somebody waiting on that. Georgia Tech did that last weekend against Clemson. They tried one of those throwback screens. Jamal Golden stepped right in front of it and was gone.
Well, that right there was a very dangerous pass by Lowe. He floated that one, and that was a much farther down the field.
And it was thrown behind him, and he had to change his body position and turn back to the football.
Yeah, that kind of, if Westfield was able to look up and find it, they might have caught it and gone the other way, like you said. Will Calhoun checks in at tailback. He's got Boswell in front of him. They fake the handoff. Rolling low out far side. He throws complete to Schenker. Schenker gets inside the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 29-yard line, short of the first down. Tackle made there on the far side by Tanner Westbrook, and cleaning them up with Giles Amos.
And Westfield has not done a good job out on those rollout plays. Connor Cawthon comes from his linebacker position and tries to lay a hit on Lowe, but Lowe's able to get it away, and it looks like that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. So Westfield leads still 21-7 at the end of 3. You're listening to Westfield football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Spillers Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you are an adult or a teen, they can make you smile. Dr. Don Spillers uses state-of-the-art technology and proven orthodontic techniques to provide his patients with the quality care they deserve. He offers Invisalign, Invisalign Teen, clear, and metal braces. No referral is needed, so call 478-953-2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Larry Walker, your local auto owner's agent, and let his team of professionals tailor an insurance program right for you and your budget.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest to the Football Friday Night Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and Westfield is on top here at the start of the fourth quarter, 21-7, but Deerfield Windsor is driving at the Hornet 29-yard line.
So Tyler Lowe getting his knee worked on there by his dad and head coach, Coach Lowe, during the break. Offset I formation. Stephen Williams is the deep back. Boswell the fullback. Handoff goes to Williams. Williams goes right at the gut. Hit. And not a whole lot there. I think he's going to be just short of a first down. The ball comes out late. But John Walker Moore and Wade Walker in there on the tackle along with Matthew Moore.
And that defensive line, yet again, has been outstanding for Westfield here tonight. But this is 4-down territory, so you're going to have to come up with two big stops here on 3rd and 4th down, you would think, with 11:34 left to go in the game.
Watch the little pass here on this because we saw it last time on a 3rd down and short. They're probably going to take a shot, you would think, because they're going to go for it on 4th down if they don't get it anyway. They're only half a yard out. So watch, you got McNutt split out to the left of Lowe, and here near side is Falah. I formation again. And they just go straight ahead with Boswell. Boswell's got the first down inside the 25. That's a pickup of 3 yards. And our buddy down there is really...
He's into it, man. Which, I mean, I don't fault people for being into it, but, man, gotta...
Oh, a routine 3rd down.
Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
11:04 left to go here in the ball game. Westfield again on top, 21-7, and only surrendering a touchdown with about 12 seconds to go in the first half on a long pass play.
So 1st and 10 at the 25. Lowe looking to pass, throws, quick screen, through 2 hands, and they got it intercepted. Gavin Edmondson's got it. Gavin coming across the field now. Gavin trying to set up some blocks. He better go down. He does. Turnover number 4.
One-handed.
Beautiful. That's got to be the play of the game right there by big Gavin Edmondson with a second D before the sun. We've learned it from his grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, he has been a very good player for Westfield all season, and with 10:34 left to go, Gavin Edmondson wanted to take that to the house, buddy.
That was a beautiful, beautiful pick.
One-handed.
It's like you almost didn't see it. What happened?
It stuck to his hand. You remember Mike Williams about, 8-9 years ago for USC when he caught that ball and he caught the point of it? That was kind of like that. Just it stuck to his hand like it had Velcro on it or something.
So Westfield gets the ball back. Ryan throws out and incomplete. He was looking for Giles Amos. They have been miscommunication here tonight.
Yep. It just has not been there tonight for the two of them. And Westfield needs to run the ball right now and run the clock or force Deerfield to take some timeouts.
Yeah, I'd say that was a miscommunication on the play call there because Giles looked over to the sideline and was saying, I was going to go in on a slant, but you wanted me to do a little hitch route. So, and that caused the ball to be behind him. So the pass falls incomplete, and that stops the clock, as Brett said. And that is Westfield's best friend right now. They need it to keep running.
Yep.
10:31 left to go in this fourth quarter, 21-7. Westfield just 10 minutes, 31 seconds away from their second straight championship appearance. Ryan looking to pass, going deep. He's got Tucker Moody open, and it's out of bounds.
Oh my God! What is Westfield doing?
Tucker snuck out of the backfield and would beat Nolan Casey back there, and just out of bounds. That stopped the clock in, only burning 6 seconds.
Why are we not running the football here, folks? I mean, I understand you got to try to pick up a first down after a long miss on first down, and you're in 2nd down and 10, but you got to run that clock. I don't understand that logic, but, I mean, maybe there's something Coach Jones has got to be seeing in that defense, and Westfield just not being able to execute on these pass plays. I mean, they've been open. They're just not able to connect.
And now they're going to burn a timeout. A lot of problems right now for the Westfield offense. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You listen to Westfield Football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Good morning, huh? Cherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas and everything.
The flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
Have you been injured and are in need of legal representation? If so, call Trey Moody. Trey is a graduate of the University of Texas and Mercer Law School and has been practicing in the Middle Georgia area for over 22 years. Trey has tried over 70 cases to jury verdict and has recovered over $5 million for his clients. Trey has established himself as one of Georgia's most prolific personal...
Got that commercial short and come back here. A quick timeout. 3rd down and 10. Clock stopped with 10:25 to go in the fourth quarter. 21-7. Westfield leads. Ryan in shotgun formation again. And they're going to throw it again. Ryan getting pressure. Throwback screen caught by Cam Forrester, and he's brought down behind the line by number 13. Dakari Cutts makes the tackle, and good tackle by Cutts, because if not, that was setting up for a big play. The only positive out of that 2-yard loss was the clock running. 3-yard loss.
I mean, that series of downs, that baffles my mind.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. That was just a poor execution all the way around there by Westfield, throwing the ball incomplete, stopping the clock after you just got a huge momentum shift. Deerfield's coming here on the block, it looks like. Now they retreat into, and Giles, boom, gets up another, and there's a flag. And a fair catch called.
And that's got to be a 15-yard penalty right there.
Yeah, he nailed him.
Because his leg was completely extended.
Yep, Giles takes it, Don't like seeing your best player out there with a right knee brace. And that should be a 15-yarder. I mean, they took Giles down. There was about 10 guys coming after him. The offense is back out on the field for Westfield, so, well, I don't know. Nope, personal foul. Roughing the kicker, 15 yards, first down. Westfield gets a break. That's the first penalty tonight, isn't it?
On Deerfield, absolutely.
So 15-yard penalty, first down. Westfield gets a huge break there. Huge, as the Northerners say. Not huge, but huge.
Just run the ball.
Run the football.
And I tell you who to give it to. And the whole stadium knows who needs to get it.
Little 21.
21.
Let him do his thing. Run that clock. And this time they give it off to Tucker. Tucker slipped and brought down. Great tackle. One-handed tackle there by number 60 for Deerfield, and that is Cameron McCook. So they fake the handoff to Jenkins and give it off to Moody this time.
51 here for Deerfield. Not sure who that is. Connor Lawson. He's complaining to the official about something here on the near side. I don't know if he feels he's being held inside or if Westfield's moving early. He had a lot of words for the official.
Well, it did look like Josh kind of got started early, honestly. I thought I saw his legs start turning a little early. And that looked like it would have been offsides. Going to go deep, looking for Giles Damon. Giles is out there. Giles just over his fingertips.
Oh, he was hand fighting with the defender over here on the near side. And again, we've been saying all game, the refs have really been letting them play, which I like. Yeah. Hey, if you're going to let them play for Deerfield, let them play for Westfield, and that's what they've done. They've done a good job calling this game.
Yeah, it has been a very well officiated game. You like it when there's only been 2 penalties near in the fourth quarter.
Yep, I just like the fact that they let them play. I mean, I don't want to see any more flag. I hate it when officials become the stars of the game, and then everybody leaves talking about the officials instead of the game. Kind of one of those things that really irks me. But right here, Westfield just kind of played into the hands of Deerfield, but Deerfield hadn't helped themselves out with 4 turnovers and a 15-yard personal foul.
Oh, boy, almost a fumble. Hand off to Josh Jenkins. Jenkins, 1 block, 1 missed tackle away. Howell Logan saves the day for Deerfield because Josh Jenkins, if he breaks that tackle, he's in the end zone right now.
Yeah, and the best thing that this does for Westfield is this completely flips field position, and it allows them to punt and allows the clock to run with 8:34 left to go in this game. Deerfield trails by 14 to Westfield, and the Hornets are going to punt again. But now Giles is going to be punting from his own 35-yard line instead of down deep inside of his territory at the 15.
So back deep to receive will be Wendland. He waits the kick at his own 15. Giles gets a good snap. Kind of taking his time here. Gets it away. Good spiral kick. Windland's going to take a fair catch at the 13-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 15. Okay. So first down and 10, but it does flip field position. So first and 10 for Deerfield at their own 15-yard line, trailing 14 points to Westfield.
And Westfield just needs to force them, even if they score, make them take a lot of time off the clock. You don't want to give up a score, obviously, but if you give up a score, you make them earn it. Make them drive it all the way down the field on 10 plays or more and burn up the clock. You don't let them score on cheap plays.
So it's first down and 10. We got McNutt out here near side. Bilal to the far side. The single back is Boswell. And they got Williams flexed off to the left. Looking to pass. He's going to go deep down the near sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. Great job by Tucker Moody. He kind of looks at the near side judge saying, come on, man, I was in the position there. And he came over my back and knocked it away. Incomplete brings up second down.
Yeah, but again, I don't mind that. You're in good position. You're letting both players fight for the football, and that's the way they've called it all game, and I have no problem with that.
Completely different Brett Taylor tonight. We like it.
It's just Deerfield, is going to go to the air. They have no running game in this ball game so far. So
they got 3 wide receivers now. And they're going to hand it off to Williams. Williams nowhere to go. I mean, you're right, Brett. Westfield has just dominated this game tonight and dominated the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Hornets that time, stopping Williams. As Ben Murphy there on the tackle along with Connor Coffin.
I mean, when you stop Stephen Williams for 22 yards on 12 attempts, I mean, that is a huge, huge benefit to Westfield because they know that Deerfield, to do anything, they're going to have to go to the air. And then you're able to play zone on the back end and keep everything in front of you and make them dink and dunk it down the field.
So a long third down. Third down and 9 for Deerfield. They'll be in shotgun with running backs to either side, Boswell and Williams, and 3 wide receivers. Low, looking to pass, looking to the left side. He's going to go deep down the near sideline, or far sideline, and it is picked off. Tanner Westbrook, turnover number 5 for Westfield. They were looking for Aaron McNutt, and Tanner Westbrook comes up with the interception.
I tell you what, these defensive backs saved 2 plays at the end of the first half. They have been on point here tonight.
They got 4 interceptions and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. You got a pick now from Tanner, Reagan, Gavin, and Giles. Not bad for the SWAT squad.
The fumble recovery by, who was that, Tucker Moody?
For the touchdown. So Westfield's defense, we know they got the firepower on offense, but now let's run that football. 7:07 to go here in this fourth quarter. And they're looking to pass. Giles fakes outside going, and he's run into and knocked down, but no flag. He loses his helmet and everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Howell Logan just cut him off.
Wow.
Knocks him to the ground at the 25 as Giles tried to cut to the inside on the post pattern.
He's the biggest player on the field and gets knocked down and no call.
The only thing the field is wet down there, and they have a lot of players have been slipping.
Tell me what you think the coaches up there think.
Yeah, I know. You can hear the stomping on the roof. I don't know if I trust the structural integrity here. I don't want them to join us down here on the second level. Handoff goes to Jenkins. Jenkins spinning around. Gets down to the 40. That's a short gain of 4 yards for Josh Jenkins. But the clock runs down to 6 minutes, 50 seconds.
9 carries, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns on the night. 18.1 yards per carry average.
And, since he ran that 87-yard touchdown run back in the second quarter, he hadn't really been the same guy, to be honest with you.
21-21, John Millage and Pinewood tied up.
All right.
Which I'm assuming is probably in the fourth quarter.
You would think.
It's 9:30. Probably.
Good game down there. Pinewood's got a lot more than we thought. Give it off to Jenkins. Jenkins tripped up. Good tackle there by Connor Lawson as Josh picks up a gain of about 2 yards. You got to punt it here.
Oh, yeah.
You got to punt it. And just pooch it down there. And maybe
They might take it all the way down to when they can't run it anymore and call a timeout.
Yeah, it's
or try to get them to jump off.
4th down and 4 at the 38-yard line. Westfield doing wholesale changes here. Ryan stays in. You think they're possibly thinking about doing a quarterback?
I think they're going to try to draw them off sides.
Well, we'll see what they do here. They put a man in motion. Yep, they're trying to put him. Good job. Yep, they tried to draw him offside, and they stayed. And that'll be a timeout for Westfield. So, Brett, you want to go ahead and stay here?
Yeah, we'll stay here. And I tell you what, there hadn't been a whole lot of opportunities for extra points for commercials here in the second half. But we can go ahead and take a look at the ComSouth stats, brought to you again by ComSouth. Westfield's on top 21-7, and they've only amassed 2 first downs in the game. I don't think they've got a first down here in the second half.
Wow.
They have 25 carries for 179 yards, 7.16 yards per carry average, 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 of 9 passing for Ryan Fitzpatrick for 15 yards, 22% completion percentage, and 194 total yards. Deerfield Windsor has amassed 227 total yards in this game. That's a ComSouth stat update.
So Westfield does bring out the punt team here on 4th down and 4 at their Deerfield 37. Back deep is Wendland. Giles gets a little pooch kick, and it will be touchdown at the 17-yard line. Wendland got very, very close to having that ball touching. Somebody just screamed something here on the near side and got all the football players turned around.
Again, Westfield's defense, you got to make them drive the football. You cannot give them anything cheap to score quickly.
Westfield's defense has just been fantastic here tonight. 4 interceptions and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. They are +5 in the turnover margin. 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Westfield 2-touchdown lead. Tyler Lowe. Look at the pass. Throws quick. Incomplete. Threw too low. He's looking for Schenker as Josh Jenkins and Tucker Moody over there on the coverage.
Yeah, just not able to get the football out there. And I don't know if that's an arm strength thing or what it is, but I tell you what, Westfield doing the job on defense so far.
So it looks like they're going to try. They noticed that when they try to go deep down the sidelines, Westfield's cornerbacks have done a great job getting over there. So they tried a little quick out route that time to Schenker, but not enough arm strength there from Lowe. 2nd and 10. Lowe in shotgun. Again, looking to pass. Throws a quick one high, out of bounds. He is off here
He's
tonight.
Just completely rattled here tonight.
Yeah, Tyler Lowe is a good quarterback. We watched him down in Albany. I mean, he's a very good player. You can tell he's a coach's son. He's smart. But he is a little off here tonight. He is upset with himself, too, because he released that one kind of behind his head and just took off. So, incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 10, 5:16 here on the game clock. Westfield still leading here by 2 touchdowns.
In the third quarter at the MAC, Dalton on top 21-20.
Wow.
But it looks like Northside has the ball 3rd and 6 on the 6-yard line.
They fake the pitch. Tyler Lowe looking to pass. He got nowhere to go. Westfield's going to be all over him. He's trying to throw now back, and he finds a man complete to Falal. So Westfield dropped back in coverage, and Falal gets a completion out to the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 20 on the reception to Austin Falal.
And again, another first down for Deerfield passing the football, and that's about their third down conversion here in the second half. Clock should move after that first down conversion.
Yeah, once it's set, they should start the clock. But he is not blown.
I guess maybe they said he got out of bounds or something. I don't know.
I guess he did. So 1st down and 10. A little quick out route to Schenker. Schenker hit immediately by Westfield. Tucker Moody and Tanner Westbrook over there bring him down after the 5-yard gain on 1st down. A lot of guys with a lot of big numbers on defense here tonight. Wade Walker leads the team with 14 tackles. John Walker Moore and Walker Davison each with 8. 5 for Connor Cawthon, 6 for Matthew Moore, 4 for Ben Murphy, 8 now for Tanner Westbrook. Tanner's done a good job over there at that kind of hybrid bandit role. Give it off to Williams. Williams trying to far side, get to the corner, and Gavin Edmondson. What a play by Gavin. Just kept stringing it out, and he had nowhere to go, so no gain on the play. Tackle over there by Gavin, his third of the night.
I'm not sure if they said he got out of bounds or not, but looks like the clock has stopped. So with 4:22 left to go, Deerfield faces another big big third down, trying to pick up another first down to keep this drive moving. And it's 3rd down and 5 from their own 41-yard line.
So 3rd and 5 now. They're on the far hash, moving left to right here in this fourth quarter. 4 minutes, 22 seconds for Westfield. That's all they got to hold on for. Go to the state championship game again. Low, looking to pass. There's quick out route. That's complete to Falah. Falah's not going to have the first, though. Great spot, but he's still going to be a yard short after Tanner Westbrook and Connor Cawthon bring him down. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Wow. These guys, this near side judge gives some. They've done a great job no penalties, but they definitely have some odd spots. So 4th down and 1.
Big play.
Clock running. 3:53. 4th down. Westfield. Coach Craig, everybody getting pumped up here on the near sideline at Marvin Erickson Stadium.
Don't jump off sides.
Handoff goes to Boswell. He spins ahead, got enough for the first down.
Good play right there by Boswell in the offensive line from Deerfield Windsor. The update from the MAC with about 7.5 to go. Northside back on top, 23-21. They had to kick a field goal. And Mays is on top of Ware County down in Waycross, 21-10.
There might be a timeout here. There is a timeout. So why don't we take a timeout with them? You're listening to Westfield Football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Spiller's Orthodontics is where great smiles begin. Whether you're an adult or a teen, they can make you smile. Dr. Don Spillers uses state-of-the-art technology and proven orthodontic techniques to provide his patients with the quality care they deserve. He offers Invisalign, Invisalign Teen, clear, and metal braces. No referral is needed, so call 478-953-2700 to schedule your complimentary evaluation and see why your friends love visiting his office.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Larry Walker, your local auto owner's agent, and let his team of professionals tailor an insurance program right for you and your budget.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest to the Football Friday Night Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Yeah, welcome back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. 3:41 left to go in this ball game. 21-7, Westfield leading over the Deerfield Windsor Knights. 1st down and 10 for Deerfield at their own 48-yard line. Low, rolling left side, looking to pass. Got pressure in his face. He throws. Incomplete. What a hit by Wade Walker. Came untouched and just laid out Tyler Lowe.
Yeah, just a great job right there by Wade, forcing the pass early, and he had a guy out there on the flag route to the outside numbers, but he just had no time to get it off.
Yeah, Schenker was open, but you're right. Tyler Lowe had to throw across his body and then have World War 24 just come bearing down on him. How about Wade's last game here at the Hornets' Nest? 14 tackles here tonight.
That doesn't surprise me.
Finishing on a very strong note.
He's been one of the best defensive players for Westfield the last 2 years that we've covered him.
Absolutely. So they'll come set now. One wing back. They'll throw a high out route, and it's going to be incomplete. Great job by Reagan Waller. Getting his hand in there and knocking it away from Stephen Williams, who it looked like was going to come down with the reception. So 3rd down and 10. And Deerfield will be looking for another 3rd down and long conversion. They've had 2 here on this drive.
Yeah, you just got to keep everything in front of you if you're Westfield, and they have a chance to try to get off the field yet again. You got to think that this is going to be 4-down territory, you just said, Kenny, but 2 downs, keep everything in front of you, give up a first down, make them earn it, as I said. You want that clock to be inside 2 minutes when and if they score.
And Coach Jones telling his guys on the sideline, get pumped up, fellas. 3rd down and 10. Low. Looking for a quick pass. He's going to go deep down the far side. And incomplete. Great job by Reagan Waller getting over there and knocking it away from Stephen Williams, who had come out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down and 10.
Yep, and you got to think there's going to be some kind of trick play coming up here. And with the clock stopped, Westfield has a chance here on 4th down to get the ball back. They can come up with a stop. 3:26 left to go in this game. And this is the ball game for Deerfield, honestly. If they don't get it here, I don't see them being able to come back. There's just not enough time. And
unless Westfield throws the ball 3 downs.
Yeah.
But 4th down and 10, you're right.
Honestly, Deerfield's been their own worst enemy in this game, and especially in the second half. They moved the football pretty good, but Westfield has tightened up in the defensive backfield down deep, and they just haven't let them score.
So this is the ball game really right here, 3:26 to go in the game. Westfield leads by 2 touchdowns, 4th and 10 for Deerfield at their own 48-yard line. Low in shotgun, looking to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man, and it's picked up by Giles Amos. Giles going to cut back now near side. Going to go cut across the field. He's got blockers. And here comes Giles inside the 25, inside the 20. He'll go down out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Giles Amos, his 2nd interception of the night. And Westfield gets it on a 1st down and 10 inside the red zone with 3:11 to go.
Yeah, he saw, I think it was Shanker or Williams coming out of the backfield, and he just
baited him.
He locked onto him, and like you said, Giles, if you notice before that play, Giles took 2 steps back. And like you said, he gave him enough room, and he just came right in front. He knew where he was going to go with the football.
That's why being a free safety is a whole lot of fun. You can just sit back there and you can play games with that quarterback. You see that tight end coming out of the middle of the field. He looks wide open. But, yeah, then Giles got that speed to close on it, cut in front, makes the pick.
Both teams have 1 timeout left. And Westfield has the football up 2 scores with 3:11.
5 interceptions tonight for Tyler Lowe. 5. 2 by Giles.
Wow, legal substitution on Westfield.
Jeez. Coach Fowler not happy. I don't know if that was – I think Giles ran into the ball game late. That is not what you need there, a 5-yard penalty to start off the drive.
Yeah, but if there's not enough men on the field, shouldn't be a penalty. And they just broke the field. They broke the huddle with 10 men, but unless they had – normally what happens is an illegal substitution or something like that is when they break the huddle with too many men and then they try to run them off the last second. Can't do that anymore. You used to could in football, but they've cut down on that because people would put that guy on the sidelines and try to hide him, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sneak him on the field last second. 1st down at 15. Give it off to Robert. Robert going right up the gut. Robert inside right to the 20-yard line, so he gets those 5 yards back.
It's good to see Robert back on the field. He's going to be key if Westfield can hold on, especially in that state championship game. 2:53 left to go for a chance to go to Mercer. And Westfield on top 21-7. And the Hornets have the football at the Deerfield 20-yard line.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah!
We're just trying to match the intensity of our brethren. Handoff goes to Tucker. Tucker cuts back. Tucker inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. He's going to be 3 yards short of a 1st down, but a gain of 7. It's 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here on the clock.
What a run by Tucker Moody, I tell you what. Doing a great job.
Take it down a notch. It's 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Westfield taking their time. At the Deerfield 13-yard line, this has got to be 4-down territory here. You don't even mess with a field goal.
No.
So you got 2 plays to get 3.5 yards. First one is going to be to Tucker Moody. Tucker slips right at the 11. I mean, he's about a yard, half a yard short of the first, so that'll be 4th down and a yard.
Yeah, he had the 1st down, and he just tried to cut back and slip. He saw the defender from Deerfield who did a good job getting in his way, and he just tried he had it if he keeps his footing because he's able to jump over that defender and get down to the 10-yard line. But I think Westfield just getting that big formation and maybe even just go with the quarterback sneak and have all those guys come up behind and push that pile forward.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't ever call that anymore. It happened 3 or 4 times last week against Brookwood. You might as well.
They're going off the right side. I'm going to bet. They got Ben Murphy and Corey Holiday in at fullback, and John Walker Moore in at tight end. And they go with Corey Holiday. Corey Holiday inside the 5. Corey Holiday is going to
be down
at
short.
the half-yard line. But a first down for the Hornets, and that'll ice this game. 51.2 seconds. Westfield's going to go to the state championship one more time. As a former bald coach used to say down in Statesboro.
9 yards on that carry right there, and that's a first down. Somebody's not happy upstairs.
So the Hornets, 45 seconds away from playing for a state title.
Just sneaking in.
Let's go! Got some excited fans and coaches. Handoff. Corey Holiday's in for the score. Touchdown. Corey spikes it. He is pumped.
He don't know what to do with the football when he scores.
Nah. And Ryan Fitzpatrick's pumped. His dad's pumped. Little mini Jerry Tarkanian. They're all pumped here. And there goes John Bard, shirt off, carrying the stick.
John Bard's ready for basketball season, I think.
Now he's sitting here and he's stole a megaphone. Westfield is going to go to the state championship. Corey Holiday scores from 1 yard out. Kick is up. Griffin gets knocked over as he kicks it through. So it's good. 28-7 is your score. Westfield leads.
We'll stay here. What a night for Westfield. 28-7. Who would have ever thought they would have pretty much dominated and blown out this Deerfield Windsor team here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they did themselves no favors at all with 6 turnovers, 5 interceptions, 1 fumble, and that fumble was returned for a touchdown. So Westfield, they were pumped up for this. You follow these guys on Twitter. They were all ready to go, and I guess Coach Jones can't be mad at me much more, right?
I don't think so.
It was a motivator. It wasn't a bulletin board. So he could be happy with me again.
Maybe.
We'll see. I don't know. Coach Jones, he's a pretty tough guy. But 32 seconds. Westfield is going to play for the right to defend their state championship. That's all you ask for at the beginning of the year on your title defense. Just give me a shot. That's all I need. And they'll play the winner of Pinewood and John Millage. And the last we heard, that one was tied at 21-all down in Pinewood.
Yep, it'd be nice to know who they're going to face. I picked John Millage to go, so I hope my scores hold up.
And here comes Griffin Elmore to kick it away for the Hornets. Griffin, a little high pooch kick here on the near side. It'll be taken by Tanner Ford. Tanner hit hard and brought down at the 28-yard line. And that's where they'll start this drive. 1st and 10 with 28 seconds to go here in this ball game.
What a game for Westfield, especially on defense. And then the offense came up in the clutch when they needed to, especially in the first half, putting together 2 big drives. Well, not even really big drives. 2 big plays from Josh Jenkins. And then Westfield's defense forces, 6 turnovers on the night?
Very strong game.
Got to tip your hats to Deerfield. They made it tough, especially in the second half. But Westfield was just tougher here tonight.
So Lowe gives it off to the fullback, Bosley. Bosley's going to be brought down by Connor Coffin and Gavin Edmondson. And he gains 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, nice gain right there by Boswell. But I'll tell you what, he just, this Westfield team, they're focusing in on the fact they're going back to Mercer next week.
This will be the final snap of the game. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Handoff goes to the left side. And being brought down there, that was Calhoun. Wade Walker. Walker Davis to make the tackle. And that's it, folks. Westfield will go to the state championship game once again. The Hornets win here tonight, 28-7 over the Deerfield Windsor Knights. We'll take a quick break
and be back with the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. You're listening to Westfield Football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
With a win this week, Westfield will move on to the state championship game for consecutive seasons. Be sure to join us next week as Westfield will be heading to Anderson Field on the campus of Mercer University for the GISA AAA state championship. The Brandon Outfitters pregame show will start at 7 o'clock next Saturday, November 29th, with the kickoff at 7:30, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible: ComSouth, Sonic America's Drive-In, C.W. Williams Homes, David Reagan Ford, Spillers Orthodontics, Walker Insurance Agency, Brandon Outfitters, Hamby Automotive, Trey Moody Law Office, Planners First, and Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics. With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
Back here into the Hornets' Nest and the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Westfield wins here tonight 28-7 over the Deerfield Windsor Knights, and they move on to the state championship game next week up at Anderson Field at Mercer University. And it's been all season, it's been all about offense for Westfield. They have had the firepower, putting up 45 points, over 400 in the season for the first time ever. So logically, you would think, yeah, defense will win this one, right? Let's go ahead and look at some final stats here, brought to you by ComSouth.
Yeah, just 1 second as I pull those stats up. Westfield really didn't dominate the stat line when you take a look at it. 3 first downs on the night, 30 rushing attempts for 203 yards, and 6.7 yards per carry average. 2 of 9 passing for Ryan Fitzpatrick, 15 yards, 22% completion percentage. But the big thing is Westfield does not turn the football over a single time, and they amassed 218 total yards and scored 28 points. 1 was defensive, the other offensive touchdowns. 2 of them by Josh Jenkins, and I can give you his final stat line on the night. It won't be on the screen, but he had 10 rushes, 165 yards for 16.5 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. And Deerfield Windsor finished the night with 11 first downs, 33 of 60 out of 64 yards for 1.94 yards per carry average. That's the game to me. That and the fact that Deerfield had to go to the air and they turned the football over 5 times, only 1 touchdown, and 6 total turnovers. And when you take a look, they had 268 total yards at the Deerfield Windsor Knights, so they win the yardage. But when you take a look at the keys of the game again, Kenny, the Hamby Automotive keys of the game, 3rd down conversions, Westfield did it on defense. Win the turnover margin, they were +6 in the turnover margin here tonight. Converting the kicking game, that never really came into play. 28-7, 4 for 4. And they won the line of scrimmage. I'd say both line of scrimmage, because when Westfield lined up and ran the ball straight at Deerfield, Josh Jenkins had 165 yards. It's when they try to go side to side there they have the trouble. So all 4 of those get a check on tonight. And Westfield's a winner, 28-7. Josh Jenkins, I would think, has to be the player of the game on offense.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go ahead and give out those honors of the game here tonight. The offensive player of the game, brought to you by Sonic. Brett alluded to it, is Josh Jenkins, 10 carries, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. And just got that spark going early for Westfield and got them up to that 21-0 lead. The Hornets never looked back. So Westfield wins after that.
I'm going to cop out on the defensive player of the game.
I got a guy in mind here.
Really? I was going to go the entire defense.
You know, that because you look here, I mean, it's tough. Wade Walker, 15 tackles.
I know.
15.
How many interceptions did everybody have?
5 total. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're right.
Tucker had 2 turnovers, 1 for a touchdown. But then Giles had 2 picks.
Well, no, Tucker just had the 1 fumble.
I mean,
but you had Tanner had an interception. Reagan Waller had an interception.
I mean,
Gavin Edmondson had the one-handed.
Play of the game.
Yeah.
That's got to be the play of the game to me.
The one-hander or the Giles second interception to seal it on the 4th down?
I think the one-hander, because they were driving early in the 4th quarter.
That's fair enough.
I mean, that was bigger to me.
Yeah.
I think.
So we'll give our defensive player of the game. We'll go to the whole defense. I mean, when you force 6 turnovers, you got 2 guys with over 10 tackles, 4 guys with over 8.
To me, the biggest stat of the game 1.94 yards per carry.
Yeah, that big D line, as they kept showing on Twitter, they're ready to eat. Well, they ate. They did a great job here tonight. So our defense players game goes to the whole defensive line. Our special teams player of the game brought to you by David Reagan Ford goes to Griffin Elmore, 4 for 4 on extra points. And our Walker Insurance play of the game, as Brett alluded to, it was a close one, but Gavin Edmondson with a one-handed interception there in the fourth quarter. And Westfield goes on to win here tonight.
Just to give a sneak peek, I think I might show you both of them, though.
Yeah.
The Giles pick at the end. And I start the game every week with the highlights from the last game for the play of the game, and I think we're probably going to start that with both of those.
And we got one more honor. The Moody Law Firm big hit of the game, laying the law down.
No doubt.
And that's our man Giles.
Yeah, no doubt.
Giles had his name all over this game. A great job for him. And Pinewood won. So Pinewood will be Westfield's opponent next week.
Wow.
That means we get to see our old sensei, our radio trainer from back in the day, coming up for Pinewood. So that'll be fun. So Westfield,
Subway.
28-7 is your final here tonight. The Westfield Hornets will be up at Mercer University next week, Saturday, 7:30, from Anderson Field, as they will take on the Pinewood Patriots for the right to have back-to-back state championships next to their name. So for Tim Thompson, Brett Taylor, I'm Kenny Kofer. Go Hornets!
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, C.W. Williams Homes, David Reagan Ford, Spillers Orthodontics, Walker Insurance Agency, Brannon Outfitters, Hamby Automotive, Trey Moody Law Office, Planners First, and Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics. With a win this week, Westfield will move on to the state championship game for consecutive seasons. Be sure to join us next week as Westfield will be heading to Anderson Field on the campus of Mercer University for the GISA AAA state championship. The Brandon Outfitters pregame show will start at 7 o'clock next Saturday, November 29th, with the kickoff at 7:30, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.